we Gucci. So, recap.
Me.
Kevin,
I'll do
you want
it. So we start at the mirror room. Syl and Drush had just been revived, and then we decided to go into the room next door where we found Lady Marinette's office, where she had a journal which described how to get into the hedge maze.
Yeah.
And then we went to the hedge maze. I unlocked it. We went in. We woke up this golem dog thing, and so forth. And then Drasha ran away and accidentally discovered the fountain, and we accidentally reunited. And I put the first crest into the grove. I'm in the groove, and then we ran away again, and then we got chased by a dog.
You can summarize. That whole part.
Okay.
So you ran through the maze and you figured out the puzzle.
Yeah. And then blah blah blah. Mag got wrecked, but he did okay. And then we got into the crypt. We went down. Syl decided to mage hand the treasure. And then it triggered the enemy encounter, which we decimated, and then we went to bed. Oh, and Lady Marinette's soul was dragged off to hell by a devil.
Go to your
And
cog.
I found a cool deck of cards.
You did. Go to the cogs.
Oh yeah, clear
and
current
then
chat log.
clear current chat log.
Cool.
Yeah. Also, Magni is currently dreaming.
We're still.
Right.
Oh fuck, we're back in the
Which is where we will return to. So
I get inspired.
you do get inspired. You'll get a long rest. You haven't woken up yet. Give it a second. I just need to. Magni.
Yep.
Still in your dream state, in pitch black darkness, chained on each arm and legs. However, your right leg you broke free, and in front of you, your werewolf self, also chained.
Is its left leg free?
No, not yet. You do hear the chains in tension. They're straining hard, and the werewolf is snarling and looking at you with intense desire to get to you somehow. And that is when the chains go slack and you hit the ground.
Do I land?
You land.
Okay.
There's nothing around you. You can't see anything, but you, in the near off distance, you hear the sound of something else hitting the ground, and the chains clanking. What do you do?
So there's nothing around. There's no source of light. It's just darkness.
There is nothing around. No source of light. Just darkness.
Can I turn to the sound?
One sec. There we go. You turn.
Oh boy. Oh, there it is. Jeez.
You turn towards the sound, and you hear the chains dragging along what seems to be a rocky surface, and it seems to be circling you, and you hear footsteps and snarling. And I'd like you to roll initiative, please.
Wait, you fucking...
Don't worry, Meg. It's just a dream. It can't hurt you.
Ah, yes. Well, I feel like if I die in my dream, I die for real, right?
Very nice.
God.
It's just my thing to hear in. Don't worry. um,
33. Alright. Magni, you go first. You hear the footsteps rapidly getting closer and the chains clanking along the ground.
So when I pulled my left leg free, the tension in it stopped, right? Like I.
Yep, the chain snapped.
So there's still a chain attached to it, or
There's still chains attached to both your arms and your. It was your right leg you broke free, was it not?
yeah, right
Yeah,
leg.
so
Right
your
leg.
left leg, there's still chains attached to your arms and your left leg.
There is, okay. There isn't a broken chain like dragging off of my right leg. There's nothing on there.
No,
Okay, shit. Which way do the chains go?
they just disappear off into darkness.
Like what direction though?
Your arms, you look at them and they're slack, but they still lead off upwards into nothing. Your leg is just trails off behind you into going somewhere. You're not too sure.
Can I move backwards and try and accumulate some like slack chain?
Yep, sure. You don't feel any tension,
Okay.
but you can move yourself. So do you see the map in front of you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can move yourself.
Alright, I like maybe 10 foot back?
Alrighty.
I just want like a lasso type dealie with the chain. If possible.
So yeah, you find a bit of extra chain. You've got like I don't know, maybe 10 feet of chain to work with
Yeah.
from your left leg. Your arm, the chains around your arms, they don't seem to like loosen as you move back.
Okay.
And
Maybe I'll go 5 foot more.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. Can I ready to like throw it around him and try and
Sure, I can
Hit
say
him
you
with it
can
if he-
ready a grapple check.
yeah, if he gets close enough.
Sure, that's good. That makes sense. You hear the chains approaching rapidly from your south direction. I don't know. The area you're in, you're not sure which direction is which, but
Yeah, but for the
um,
purposes south on the map.
Yes, just give me 1 second. I'm trying to find a sound bite. Oh, here we go. I don't know if...
Whoa, shit. Yeah, fuck. Jesus Christ.
That's looping a bit. As out from the shadow.
Am I being abused? Fuck.
Your werewolf self comes charging out towards you from the darkness. Snarling, you can see the bulging eye kind of swiveling. Your shot, Magni. You actually, you can attempt to grapple.
As the reaction.
Yep.
Okay, is that athletics?
Yeah, so athletics check. Contested athletics check.
Fuck my ass.
It's alright, I rolled a 3.
Oh, thank
So as he's charging towards you, you hear the chains, and you see them, separate chains, and you quickly grab the slack chain around your left leg and whip it around the werewolf's neck, and you currently have him grappled.
Okay.
Just snarling at you.
There's no. Can I like further develop the grapple like I did before?
Yeah, we can try that. So, your turn. To attempt to do this, it is another contested athletics check, or on his end acrobatics. However, you get disadvantage.
Sure.
So 17. You rolled a natural 18. So your grapple breaks. You do have another attack, so you can technically attempt to grapple again.
Oh, he's out of the grapple
Yeah,
entirely.
he's out of the grapple entirely. As you try to put him into a restrained state.
I'll fucking. I don't know. Can I whip him with the chain that I have now?
Sure, we can. That can be a whip. We'll say it's a whip. So it's 1d4. I will say add your strength or whatever. But it's a 1d4 for damage. So what'd you roll to hit?
19.
19 hits.
1d4 plus strength.
Yeah, you can add your strength instead of dex.
7.
So yeah, you go and whip. As he breaks free from your grapple, you ring around with the chain to whip him, and you hit your werewolf self across the snout fairly hard, and there is a little there's droplets of blood, and then the wound begins to close back up. Fuck. Its turn. Now you are naked, you have no armor.
Yep. That's 10 plus dex, which is 11.
18, non-natural.
That's a hit. Am I on my current HP?
We'll say for this, you are on your current HP, yes.
Okay.
So 7 points of physical damage.
I don't have any of my class features then, right?
Like your action surge and whatnot.
Yeah, I use.
We'll say for the
before.
yeah, probably not. No.
Alright.
So 7 points of damage, and it will attempt to bite you with an 11.
Yep, that makes it.
Oops. There you go. Another 7 points of damage as it bites into your
I'm almost dead.
clavicle.
That's fine.
And it's at this point where you feel a deep rage building up inside of you,
Oh,
Magni.
right.
Your turn.
Like I feel like I want to keep going.
You feel an uncontrollable rage building up inside of you. Take that as you will.
Okay. If I'm getting angry and I'm gonna go all out, might as well. I'll make 2 attacks with the whip. If I just go 2d20, is that fine? A 9 and a 15.
So the 15 hits.
That's not plus anything to hit, is it?
Your strength mod and your proficiency.
Oh, then it's plus 8 to both.
Okay, yeah, they both hit.
Okay. 15.
Once again, you step back out of its bite with the chain, and you come arching down, smacking it head first into the ground. You're pretty sure you got a very good hit on it, but your werewolf self gets right back up, snarling at you.
Fuck you. Fucking werewolf.
And the rage inside you begins to build up greater and greater. The werewolf lunges at you for an 8, which I don't think hits, and a natural 14. So with its claw,
I think I'm gone no matter what. You don't have to roll. I only have 2 hit points.
okay. The last thing you see, Magni, is your werewolf self lunge at you. However, you don't feel anything. You close your eyes in anticipation for the preparing to brace yourself for the strike. And as you open your eyes, what you see in front of you is your dwarven self on the ground, bleeding. And the rage continues. And you look down and you see fur, claws. And you wake up.
Fuck.
Everyone else is still sleeping. You wake up in a cold sweat, still shackled to the large sconce on the ground. Oh no, actually you were attached to the door handles.
Door, yeah.
Is there anything you'd like to do? You can go back to sleep.
Just deep breaths and like pull on my chains a little bit.
You
Just
pull
make
on your
sure they're
chains and they're
not too loose.
fairly tight. There's not much room, not much slack to give you much room to move.
Is anyone else awake?
Probably not. I don't think anyone was taking watch.
No.
Oh yeah, no, not really.
No.
Yeah, I'll turn around to not face anyone else and just curl up and try and go to sleep. Try.
And you drift off to sleep. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
Oh, you still gotta do it.
It's a disadvantage now, is it? Fuck. Alright.
No, that's it. That's fine. You take the 10.
14.
Oh, that's right, yeah. So you do fall asleep without transforming, but there's this deep feeling of dread and rage. Just a slight tinge of it that you feel just in the back of your mind. And then the morning comes. It's chilly. It's cold within the crypts. And each of you slowly wake up, one by one. Han, in the one of the coffins, the stone coffins themselves. All rested, kind of. You're still looking very dirty, sore from the constant fighting and running around, but rested.
As
What
I
would
wake
you
up in my
like to
coffin,
do?
I'm gonna say to the deck that I'm gonna pull out one card. Well, I'm gonna draw one card.
Very well.
Yeah.
I'm going to shuffle the deck and pull from the top.
Okay. Shuffle it well.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
Do some
the.
cuts.
Good and shuffled.
I'm gonna do the classic put down.
And like just like can't remember the word.
Alright. Do this a few times. Is there anything in the meantime you guys like to do as you wake up?
Did we see him or hear him?
I'm in the coffin.
You probably
Okay.
not. No.
I just want to like check my hands and clothes and.
You do check your hands and your clothes. Your clothes are fine. However, your hands, you notice your nails
Oh,
are
fuck.
a little bit longer than usual, and you notice some
Pointy?
slight graying hair on your fingers, and that creeps up from your hand all the way up your arm.
Oh no, I'm a fairy.
Oh no.
Alrighty,
I'm kidding.
I've shuffled the deck.
Uh-huh.
Top, bottom, or middle?
Middle.
Middle.
Ooh,
I'm just going to
road.
cut the deck and whatever's on top here.
Yep.
If you can see on Twitch, I pulled
Wait, I'm
Relentless
clicking on now.
Death.
Oh,
Oh shit.
I think that's a bad one.
Wait, what did he get?
Relentless
Relentless
death.
death.
Oh, fuck.
It's fine. I reckon it'll be
So,
You get to read out what it does. Please tell me.
there you pull the card, and as you do, there is a slight black mist. Like as you're pulling the card, and as it pulls out, there's a slight black mist that emerges, and then it evaporates. And you look at the card, and there's a slight flash, and that's all that happens. But I'm going to send you something, Kevin.
okay.
On Messenger.
Alright.
And then the card vanishes.
Okay, cool. Sure. I emerge from my coffin and I just like stretch.
Mhm.
Yep. I'm just looking at the other guys, seeing if they're ready. Do they look ready?
I
Do
don't
you
know.
guys look ready?
I don't know. But
Yeah.
Well, I'm
yeah,
sitting
I mean,
down.
I haven't really done anything yet.
what are you guys doing?
Just sitting.
Well, I mean, I'm in the other room, so I would just say I'm like tending to my weapons and items.
Unchained mag.
I will best as I can show him my hands.
Yeah, Mag shows you his hands, and you see so his nails have elongated and sharpened, and you'd see patches of grey hair that spans up from his fingertips to his all the way up his arms.
Well, I'd say this one's new, right?
It... I thought we had it sorted, but it's just getting worse.
Well, keep an eye on it. Yes,
Maggot.
it's just
I like your
nails
new
for
look.
now.
I don't know if it's because of the mirror thing, but I had a dream last night. I killed myself.
Oh, true.
All right.
What?
I'm not.
That's,
I'm
well,
not
pretty
feeling
dark, Mag.
I'm not
Well, I
Are
feeling
you
wouldn't
good.
feeling
that-
sad or
I
something?
wouldn't say that's normal, you know.
No, I'm just feeling very fucking confused that my hands have been.
How did you do it with rope?
With these.
You killed yourself with your own hands?
I transformed and I killed.
Right. Well,
Look, we're gonna need to do more chains. I need to be further away from you.
Well, we did pick up that new silverware.
You would
I can't
probably
risk-
hear all this as well, Esmeralda.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just.
I mean, they're at the door.
True.
Oh, they're at the door.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just stand up.
So, Sil, what excuse did you want to use to get out of here today?
what are you talking about?
Oh, what? We're just gonna walk out of the crypt?
You don't think we fixed it?
What? You really
Well,
think it would be that easy?
well, I don't know. We'll figure something out.
Oh, let's go take a look.
The worst they can do is kick us out, I reckon.
Not throw us in their cells or some
Well, as long as they don't
far-fetched. Oh,
set
whatever.
us, set some more dogs on us. I guess we can handle it.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Did you
looking forward
did
to
you take a
this.
look at that book, by the way?
I did.
And
Bit out of my capabilities at the moment.
can't even identify it?
Well, I would have cast identify the book in the morning. I just cast identify then.
On which book are you specifying?
The
Back
green
to
one.
The menu.
Yeah, manual.
Yeah. I believe I sent it in chat. No?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's the Fidotov
Yeah.
Manual of Golems. Basically teaches... It's instructions on how to build a Death Hound, which was the hound you guys were chased by in the maze.
Yep.
Yeah.
So basically nothing new that I didn't already learn from reading it.
No, not really. You spend enough time reading through, and you could gain the gist of... the general gist of the book.
Okay.
Well, it's a bit out of our capabilities, I reckon.
For now. But once we get out of here and go back to Baldur's Gate,
The
we'll
fuck
have
is that?
resources to build this.
Fuck going back to Baldur's Gate.
What do you mean? That's where our journey started. That's where home is for us.
Not for me.
Well, whatever. I turn and I leave. I go upstairs to see if the world's changed.
Sure.
I'll leave
yeah.
as well.
Put my crap on and go.
Yeah, follow.
Follow them.
Alright, you guys move upstairs into the first level of the crypt, and you open the door. to find the maze. Oops, wrong one. There you go.
Is it still magic?
1 second, sorry. Yeah, you walk outside, and you do see the hedge is still glowing with the magical aura. The gates are still open. The mist is still thick.
Just go through the mist.
Yeah. It's morning, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
about morning. Yeah, you go through the mists, and as you walk out of the maze, you see a desolate landscape, a run-down mansion, broken, small little houses that are broken down, cobblestone houses. The ground is just dirt and with nothing growing on it. It seems to be the same as what happened when the transformation happens every night.
Huh.
Well, we broke the cycle. Looks
I've
like.
never been more glad to see such a shit-looking house.
So, is that it then? Are we done here?
Well, other than the fucking creepy hand that grabbed a soul.
I mean,
Guess
that was
that's
just
a
the
loose
devil
end.
doing his job. Nothing creepy about that.
No one else is. No other ghosts have died like that.
Well, don't make a deal with the devil, and it won't.
Hmm.
I mean a demon. It's probably a demon. Should
We're leaving.
I guess that was. Are there really no more mysteries to be solved? Yeah.
Well, we didn't find anything to help. You know.
That was anticlimactic. The Baron, what about him?
What if
How
we
come-
speak to Napoleon?
I don't think they'll let us back into town to speak to Napoleon.
I don't think he's in a state to talk. How are you gonna get him to talk if he can barely, like, hear or, feed himself?
Yeah, I don't think we're getting back into that house.
I think we should focus on getting to the ruins of Berez. Or the ruins just outside Berez.
Did anybody take that bottle we found in the cellar?
Why would I? It's just an empty bottle.
The vial.
Yeah, I think so. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the poison one?
Yeah. Nah, we didn't take it. Left it.
Did anybody look at it?
I did. There's nothing you could tell from it. It was clean. Cleanish. There was no residue. Believe me, I have a keen sense of smell.
Well, what now?
So we head back. We head straight to the ruins, or we going to stop by Kresk?
Why would we stop by Kresk?
I don't know. It's just a suggestion.
Oh no, let's just go straight to the ruins.
We can tell them that their
Fuck
people
Kresk.
are dead.
Fuck those people. And fuck Kresk again. They'll find out they're dead soon enough when they don't return.
I look at him weird when he's.
You look at him weird.
Yeah.
Do I notice him looking at me weird?
I don't know, probably. It's up to you.
Don't give me that look. You're supposed to be the chosen one and you don't even take any initiative, you just follow along with what everyone else wants.
I look away.
Yeah. Alright. Who knows the way? to the ruins.
Would I know where they are?
You've never been there, but you can roll a. This wouldn't be a survival check because you're not actually going there yet. You can roll a history check.
Didn't we ask the witch lady what direction it was, or Dimitri?
I believe you did.
She's a nice lady, no witch.
Ooh.
What?
Other than
Ooh,
the
can I roll history?
directions,
I'm
other
proficient.
than the directions that you were given,
Oh, jeez.
you can't roll history because you're not even from Barovia.
Thanks.
But other than the directions you were given by the people of Kresk, you're not sure. So they said just follow the road back towards Vallaki, and there's a path that takes you into the swamplands, and from there on it's good luck.
Okay.
Well, lead the way, Drasher.
Okay, I'll lead the way. Given the direction, like given the what we were told, as best as I can.
Alright. So this is going to be a bit of a long track. Let me actually get something quickly.
Sorry, I'm just testing a few things out with the sheet, so I might spam the chat a bit.
Oh yeah. Just wondering what those numbers are about.
Yeah.
Total.
So, for starters, who is leading the charge, and at what pace are you guys walking at?
Normal.
Yeah, normal. I'll be second after Drasher.
Normal.
I'll be keeping an eye out.
I'll also be keeping an eye out.
Alright, so it's about 2 days travel. From here to around Vallaki. No. Smash. There we go. It's much colder as you guys begin your trek. So you leave the Fiditov estate, and as you're walking, you come out of the front gate. It's dim light, as usual, and you begin your trek from the Fiditov estate, making your way towards Vallaki, back towards Vallaki. The first day of travel comes to an end with no interruptions. Is there anything during this time you'd like to do?
No.
Even if it's
No,
just
not
talking
really.
to one another?
Yeah.
I was
basically.
looking at my
I-
hands and
I don't want to
trying
talk to anyone.
Trying to remember if Wilfs in the cave had these like pronounced features even when they weren't transformed, like Skenis and that.
Sure, you can roll a history check at advantage, I'd say, just to try and remember that specific detail. At the moment, you're not sure.
Oh no.
Unfortunately.
I'm a freak werewolf too. Fuck. Are my hands warm? Slightly
Hands
warmer?
warm. They don't feel any warmer than usual.
Fucking useless werewolf blood shit.
It's not like any like just fur covering your entire hand and
No,
arm.
I
It's just
was
like
just hoping a little bit would help.
patches.
That's alright.
But yeah, you come as you're walking down the Svalek Road, the Svalek gravel road with the Svalek woods hugging the outskirts nearby. The night comes and you need to find a resting place.
I'll have a look.
You have
For
one.
I mean, I'll
resting.
sleep anyway.
I'll try and
I'll look
find
for a
somewhere.
good spot.
So,
I'll
how
help
are
him
you
look.
trying to look? You just looking? What are you trying to do?
Just
Looking
looking.
for a clearing.
Yeah.
Just looking for a clearing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that
I wanna
case,
I want to see if there's any like footprints and not like go there, like not where footprints are.
okay,
animal
Esmeralda,
tracking.
you can make a survival check.
Okay.
The other
I'm
two can
just
make a
looking.
perception check.
Somewhere. Oh, why is my thing doing that? Oh, Jesus. What the fuck? Oh, I accidentally turned on some weird dice.
Pretty
Okay.
good rolls.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
25. Oh.
Both of you, with the help of Esmeralda as well, Esmeralda points out some tracks of some animals, telling, as you're looking still, you're like, what about this spot? This looks good. Esmeralda's like, no, there's tracks here, blah, 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 blah. And eventually you pick out a nice spot, just off the road, a short while off the road, just a small little clearing in the woods.
All right, here.
The spot looks very secure. Good job, Sil. And I
When have you ever complimented me? This is a bit odd.
You just don't remember. It's your own problem, mate.
There we go.
Alright.
What are you guys doing?
Honest.
Setting
Honestly,
up like
I guess in a
canvases.
tree.
I'm writing my book.
Is there like a big tree I can climb up?
Yeah, there are plenty of trees.
Like really high up?
You can find the tallest tree. You can roll a.
Oh no, actually never mind, no. Just like just a normal tree I can misty step up onto.
Sure.
Like
There's
a big branch.
yeah, there's plenty of trees around.
Yeah.
Without you needing to roll, you find one.
Alright, dope.
I'm gonna ask who has the like journal, and I'll
Whose
bed by
journal?
night. The Strahd one.
I hand him the Strahd journal.
I totally forgot about that.
I'll
Wow.
spend like whatever night time and my watch reading it.
You should have it in your journal now.
In everyone's journal?
No, just in Seals.
Oh.
But yeah, you spend your night reading through it.
Yep.
It's a bit lengthy. I'm not gonna actually. I can read it out loud.
No.
people want.
Well, I can read it. I mean, can't you just send it to us? I think it would be more efficient. Unless you
Sure,
want to read it.
Sure. I'll send it to everybody. That's fine. Makes it easier. But at the moment, the only two players that have read through it are Tanner and currently Sil.
Okay.
Is there anything else anyone else is doing?
This guy's such a narcissist.
No, not doing anything.
So, who's taking watch?
I never take watch.
I will.
Well,
Hmm.
When does it? So you said you're gonna take watch in character? Taz?
What?
Did you
Oh,
say like out
no,
loud?
I didn't say in character.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I keep watching from my branch, I guess.
Okay,
Yeah, well,
so
I'm watching Drusha,
you're
and
both-
if she's not sleeping, then I'm not sleeping.
You're both taking first watch.
Well, no, I'm pretending to sleep.
Okay, so you're just keeping awake and keeping an eye on Esmeralda.
Yeah.
And Esmeralda, you're just keeping an eye.
Yeah.
For the first watch. Is anyone else looking out or not? For second and third.
I'll take second watch.
And third? No one?
Yeah, me. I'll take third watch.
Well, you're the only person who can.
Yes, so I'm taking third watch.
We'll tie Mag up, like always.
So
Typical
Esmeralda, you can
hoedown.
roll a perception check for me, please.
Yep.
You don't notice anything skulking around or anything of danger that's not within your party itself, which is kind of odd considering you're in the middle of the Svalak woods.
Yep.
But you do notice Magni kind of tossing and turning a little bit in his sleep. That's it.
I will move a little bit closer to him, but keep watching around.
Okay. So, nothing else happens, and eventually you drift off to sleep, unless you want to stay up and risk exhaustion.
No. I'll go to sleep once I see someone else like start taking watch.
Yeah, when Seal takes watch, I'll
So
sleep.
eventually Sil wakes up and starts to take watch.
It is a
soon.
quiet night.
Well, that's good. You can go to bed or whatever. Well, no one else is up, right?
No.
Alright, I'll just roll a perception check.
Yep. Once again, nothing really catches your eye. However, Magni, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
I'm not even rolling the 6.
Nothing even catches
Would
your
it
eye.
help?
Nope. Until Magni begins to shuffle, and you hear the tension of his manacles, and his skin begins to bulge, and he once again turns into his werewolf self and begins to growl. Magni, I need you to make a strength check for me.
You got the smag, break the chains.
Ah, shit, it's flat roll now, is it? Alright.
Yep.
I'll ready an Eldritch Blast if he breaks the chains.
You see him as you ready your Eldritch Blast. He notices and like swivels around the tree to stare at you, just growling.
Ooh,
You hear the chains just.
it's a bit more intelligent.
And then he swivels behind the tree, and you hear nothing. After about an hour or so of this. And then you eventually drift off to sleep unless you want to do something specific.
Well, I would go check at a distance. Is he back to human or dwarf form?
So you go to ring around the tree.
Yeah, but not like close to it.
As you go
Wide
to ring
berth.
around the tree, from the tree pounces the Magni in werewolf form, and is then yanked back by the chain. It jumps out at you. His form lasting longer than usual when he falls asleep. And he just continues to growl.
I'll walk back over and watch the tree.
Eventually, after another half an hour or so, the lycanthropy form wears off, and Magni returns to his normal self, sleeping.
Alright. I will just, keep reading the journal thing until my watch is over.
That's fine. Tanner, your watch next. As you wake up.
I'd warned Tanner before I went to sleep that Mag seemed transformed for longer.
I sit further away. The Magni tree.
The Magni tree.
I roll my.
Yep, roll a perception check.
And I'm just writing in my book with poems.
Everyone's so perceptive today.
So you're writing in your book of poems, but you're keeping an eye out as your main focus, so it is a bit difficult to go back and forth, but you don't notice too much. You do see a few bats fly by in the sky, and you can hear the
Are
sound.
those the huge bat?
No, small bats, normal bats.
Oh, okay.
And you hear this normal you hear the sounds of the wildlife in the Svalak woods. Other than that, it's a fairly calm night.
Okay.
And morning comes. We can hear, by the way, we can hear your mouse movements, Taz.
Yeah, I know. I can get a mouse pad in a sec.
No, it's all good. It's just funny.
As I'm waking up, I declare in my mind that I want to draw another card.
Sure.
Does that work?
Yep.
Okay, dope.
It's the intent.
Nice, I knew it. Making me more sneaky this way.
Shuffle again.
Oh, you got different quality settings now.
Do I?
Yeah.
I have no idea how that happened.
Okay, good. Might be a bit better.
Anyways. The air is still chilly, and it's still getting cold, and you can see patches of snow. And the green Svalak trees covered in white powder. There's some slight mildew on the leaves. So, top, middle, or bottom?
Top.
You got the card Grace.
Ah, that's good.
As you
Hey.
you pull it, you see
That's so good.
what seems to
That's-
be the light pouring through the darkened sky.
I must be blessed now, right?
And you pull it, and once again, the fog, the black mist, apparates, and Hanamanu, you may increase one of your ability scores, any of your choice by 1, up to a max.
Forever?
It cannot exceed 20.
By 1, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
The card vanishes.
I don't like that it did something
Very
good.
cool.
More incentive to use it.
This is difficult. By 1. It's not gonna do anything, but like, what would I want?
You can decide now.
Yeah, I'm wisdom. I'm wiser, I feel.
Sure, just note that down. That you've increased your wisdom by 1. Once again, nothing really happens. You don't really notice anything either. But the card vanishes, and you just shrug.
I'm gonna get so strong from this deck. Oh, unless it takes stats away. I hope not.
What were the rest of you guys doing as Han was doing this in one of the trees? If any of you wanted to try and notice
I'm
this,
just getting
you
up
can
and
roll.
prepping.
It's the morning, right?
Yeah, it's the morning.
I'm just like eating some ration type stuff for breakfast.
Yeah, just preparing to leave.
Yeah, do I feel good?
Yeah, you feel fine, Magni.
Okay.
A little bit tired.
Nothing unusual. I will sit, wait, stretch while someone comes to unlock me.
And eventually someone does, I assume.
Sure.
Got the silent treatment in the group.
Yeah, I would. I normally do.
Yeah, eventually you guys make your way on track.
Follows Marauder.
Heading down the Svalek roads.
This time I'm gonna walk at the back.
Yep. Sure. What pace are you guys moving at? Normal?
Yeah, just normal again.
Yeah,
I assume.
normal.
Eventually you guys get to an intersection of multiple roads. You guys recognize one of them that leads to the vineyard. As the sign, there's a wooden sign, not kept in very good condition. It has like half of the words that are actually visible, just vin or vine, vin. And you continue on until there's another gravel path that leads off to somewhere, which you're not sure. However, there is also a dirt road that you recognize leads to Lake Baratok, where the Fitotov Tower was.
Yeah.
Should we have another look at that
which
lake?
direction do you go?
Wasn't there something?
Oh, I thought there was something up with that lake, but
No, I think
Oh,
I would
that's
like to take
not-
another look.
At what? There's like...
At the lake.
They should
Both
not
of them
waste
is
any
welcome.
time.
There might be evil in it, Thrasher. Evil, evil.
There
Can't
might
leave
be
that, can you?
what we know there's evil in the ruins, so we should go there first.
Well,
Let us
we're
not
here
waste any
now.
time.
Might as well take just take 1 hour, take a look.
well, if we took a detour to the lake, how long would it be?
It'd be about 4 or 5 hours.
It would not take an hour. It'd take much longer.
I just sigh, I'm like, fine, whatever.
Look, I agree that lake was a bit off, but
Yeah. Let's just go to the ruins
So
and
which
make sure to
direction?
stay far at the back.
Which direction are you going?
Sorry, are we still
Continuing on
following-
with the main path.
I want to go with the directions that were like given, so like as close to those directions as possible. So yeah, the main path.
Okay. So you continue on the main path. That's where you see a familiar sight. A revenant, a dragonborn, clad in plate mail of the Silver Order. You see it wherever he steps, a faint glow of like ashen dust that dissipates with the wind. And he's just walking away from you guys, following the path. You guys are faster than him, so eventually you're catching up.
We should just ignore him.
I
Yeah,
do
still
ignore
provoke
him.
him.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'll look at him, see if he's any different.
You look at him, he seems the same. He looks at you, gives you a grunt.
I will and keep going.
Walks off.
Hope he didn't notice your great sword, Marg. Otherwise he thought you'd be stealing.
Maybe he thought it looked pretty good. Wait, yeah, good point. I'm gonna keep this thing away from him. Last thing I need is to get fucking slapped on the road.
You guys continue moving forward until you come to another intersection that leads towards Adinversalt, the hold of the Silver Order Knights. So there's that path, and then the path that continues onwards towards Vallaki.
I wonder if there was anything we missed in that place.
We didn't really search all of it, did we?
Yeah,
Well-
but didn't seem like there was very much to search.
If we go back, he's just gonna want them dragon bones or whatever, right?
That's true. That's true. And I just walk to. I'm assuming we're gonna walk to the path that's not leading there, right? Is that where Drosh is leading us?
Yep, Josh
Yeah.
continues moving forward.
Yep.
Where's Marie?
Since I'm at the back, I'm gonna do a sneaky little declare, draw one
Keep
card.
going.
Alright, alrighty. Let's do
Did
it.
you expect him to come out this quickly, Eric?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hooked, you know, as soon as I got that ability
Yeah.
score. I was gonna, like,
Well,
save him one
To
a
be
day,
fair, Han has pulled 2 cards and nothing seemingly has happened.
I know, it's true. Like, this
but... Right?
is
It's not
literally
that
like,
bad,
literally what could go wrong?
right?
Yeah?
They've just
No, I get it.
disappeared.
Huh?
They've just disappeared.
Right, yeah. I thought you meant my deck.
That'd be shit.
Yeah, it would be. Alright, let's see, what don't I want to get?
Alrighty.
You doing bingo? you
Top,
like cross
bottom,
them off as
or
you go?
middle?
Do bottom.
Hanamanu, you
Oh no. Oh fuck.
pulled stone.
Oh, that's good.
There was a mag one.
Oh,
That's good. That's gotta be good.
you get real strong.
Han, as you declare in your mind that you're going to pull a card, and as you
You
pull,
turn to stone.
Oh, please no.
the black mist emerges and the card vanishes, and you're walking. Seemingly, once again, nothing has happened. You're just walking until you feel sluggish.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
juicy.
You're moving much slower than normal, and you see that your lower body begins to crack.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Hey, keep
Unlike your coal-like texture, this looks more like a clean stone, I guess, or cement. It's not totally. Your legs aren't totally encased, but your lower half of your body has become mostly petrified, and your movement is currently halved. Your weight is doubled. Your dexterity score is decreased to 4. You have disadvantage on dexterity checks and saving throws, and you become vulnerable to thunder damage, but resistant to non-magical damage and immune to poison and disease.
Okay.
So currently you're walking and your body becomes incredibly sluggish and hard to move in.
What are you doing? Why
Oh,
are you
yeah.
And you turn around and you see Han holding the deck of cards, and his lower half of the body has just turned almost entirely into stone. You see him like moving like he's like waddling almost.
What the fuck have you
What did
done?
you do?
I
Taylor-
fucking told you.
Taylor,
And
could you cast the spell magic on me?
Can I try grab the cards off him?
Sure. Do you resist?
Nah, he can have him for now.
I like walk up
Actually,
and inspect
You
him.
would resist.
Oh, okay. No, they're mine. I found them.
You can make a
You-
contested dexterity check,
Okay.
and the card vanishes. I also sent you what happens, like the mechanics was.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Oh, fuck.
D20.
Now, all dexterity checks are at disadvantage for you now.
Okay.
So roll again.
I don't think it matters.
No, you
Yeah.
get a 1. Still, his upper body's still free to move, and he's just too
Mark,
quick in taking it
Look what
from
he's
you.
done to himself. Help me get these cards.
Taylor,
off him.
please.
Can I
Spell
touch
magic.
his
Tado.
legs? What does
Yeah,
it
I'm
feel
touching
like?
his legs like I'm inspecting.
Even with a, oh, by the way, your dexterity score is 4.
Oh, right. Shit, my bad.
So
Wait.
it's minus
Minus
3 or
3.
4.
3? Oh, I still beat him, right?
Yeah, you still beat him. Surprisingly,
Okay.
Seal
Yeah.
just like trips over.
The trip over his foot, which
His
is stone.
foot, yeah, it's just stone.
What's that?
you don't notice it. But yeah, what were you doing, Tanner? Sorry.
I like
I'd like to inspect the legs. of
inspect
them.
his legs. Yeah, like I'm.
Sure.
Have I seen something like this before?
You can
As a healer,
as a healer, no. Well, roll
I
a
haven't seen people turn a stone. Okay, roll a what?
roll a history check.
Marg, check out the stone.
The fuck's with
ever-
his legs?
You ever seen idiot stone before?
I put
Oh,
the deck
no,
of cards away in my bag where it's
My-
That's
safe.
a rare stone.
Marg, can you help me grab them off him? He's shown
No.
he doesn't
They're
deserve
mine. They're mine.
You want to keep
Mark.
doing this to yourself?
them. Nah, Marg.
No, I won't.
can't.
Just let me. I need to hold on to
No.
them. Don't.
Marg, he
Don't do
can't.
this.
Look,
Don't do
Han,
this.
Han,
You don't want to do this. I'm warning
can
you.
you can you give them up for like a couple days?
No. I just need to look. I won't use them anymore.
Look,
Okay.
Look, if
He
this
said
if
he
this
wouldn't
wears
use
off,
them.
Look, I just won't use them anymore. Just let me hold on to them.
He said he wouldn't use them in the first place.
Look, I found them.
Did he?
Okay. Look, no. Look, of course, I had to use a few. But now, look,
few?
I'm done. I'm done.
what
It's
do you mean
over.
the few?
It's over. It's done. No more. But
How
I found
many?
them.
How many
Ma-
few?
It was one.
Few is not one.
It was just that one.
Marg, surely.
I promise it was just that
Come
one.
on.
No, don't. I swear.
Tano?
Don't. You're gonna regret this. Don't touch
Can
me.
I, while they're talking, can I try and like snap cards from?
Hang on, just going off your roll first with your history.
Yeah.
roll. You don't. You've never seen this physically before,
Okay.
but you have like in some stories you've heard of petrification from like various like monsters or poisons or whatever. You're not sure what cures it though. You have no idea.
So I don't know if it's a curse or something like that. Like, what would my educated guess be?
You can roll a medicine check for me at disadvantage, considering your history roll.
I'll
Because
try and help.
in your experience.
Yeah, Mag, you'll help.
No. I'm not
Oh no! I'll try and help Sil get the bag,
Okay.
not medicine.
Oh.
I'm shit at medicine.
Got him.
But yeah, in your experience, like you haven't ever seen anything like this, so you're
I
not
got
really
an
sure.
8.
Yeah, you're not really sure.
Alright, Marg.
The best you
No,
can
I
deduce
don't-
is like
What'd you? Huh?
the best you can deduce is the fact that he pulled a card that it's not like a poison or anything like that.
Okay.
But yeah. And did
Don't
you
touch
wanted
me.
to snatch it?
I'd like
yeah,
to.
while they're
try and-
talking.
Oh, okay.
Okay, first of all, roll the stealth check since you're trying to do this, like without Han noticing as he's talking.
Disadvantage.
And yeah, you do get disadvantage. So it would be you need to beat Han's passive perception. So roll at disadvantage. Okay.
Fucking
God damn
hell.
it.
Oh,
19. You
God
beat,
damn
you
it.
beat his passive perception. Now you can roll a. Actually, no, that would have been sleight of hand. So, what's your sleight of hand? I would have beat his passive perception anyway. That's fine. So, you do snatch it off Hanamanu, and Hanamanu, you just feel like a quick tug to your hand, and the cards are gone.
I'll put them in my bag.
Oh, you put them in
I
your
mentioned
bag?
that. Yeah, I
Okay,
mentioned
yeah.
that. I put them in
well,
my bag. Where it's
You
safe.
feel a quick rummage in your bag, and then, then the cards are gone, because I'd assume everyone saw you put them in your bag.
Like, do I notice
Yeah,
them
yeah,
being
yeah.
taken?
Yeah.
Oh, as soon as I notice
you just don't,
that.
you just don't notice in time to react, to like try to
Oh,
stop it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
Throw
You know,
them
But like,
to seal.
like I declare in my mind,
well,
draw 3.
Well, you have to be like holding the card.
Oh yeah, sure, but you know, in my desperation.
Sure. You declare in your mind, draw 3, and you're not sure if anything will happen.
So Tanner threw it to Syl.
Yep.
Can I try and intercept?
why would he have just thrown it past you?
He's retarded.
I
I don't know.
will say with your reaction, like with Tanner rolling high, you can't react in
Oh,
time.
Okay.
So he threw it to Syl, and you're like, oh, and then Syl has it now.
I'm gonna get that back.
And then I
Someone
cast
needs to
remove curse.
keep this away.
Yep, you
Oh,
see
yeah.
Tanner come up to you, Han, and
Yep.
touch your legs, and nothing happens.
The other one,
Alright.
the
I
spell
use the
magic.
spell magic then.
You see him once again touch your legs, glowing a different color this time, and nothing happens.
I
Christ.
shrug.
Don't you have a stronger spell?
Just shrug.
Give me the cards.
What are you gonna do with them?
I'll keep
Don't give her the cards, Syl. They're too powerful.
I have no interest in them.
Don't give them to her.
I have no interest in them either, except for keeping them away from him. You can
I
trust
think I could do
me.
a better job.
Still, if she gets the cards, I don't know what
Yeah,
I'll
I
do.
don't know about that.
God.
If he wants the cards back, it will cost him another
See
arm.
right there. Don't give it the card.
Sue actually have a little giggle at that comment. Well,
I cast Firewall at him. Oh, her. Drasha.
do I see you?
Yeah, you would see him. For this,
Here we
should we
go.
roll initiative?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, we'll see. Okay, you see Han begin to cast Firewall, all of you, and Esmeralda needs to make a dexterity
Okay.
saving throw, I believe.
Oh, actually, wait. I circle Firewall.
Oh,
Around
it's coming out.
around
Yeah.
2. Okay, you know
Around Drasha.
we're gonna place everyone's tokens.
Great.
I still want to try and dodge out of it.
Well, actually, yeah, fuck. Most of us are around Han.
Oh, you know.
The PvP.
It's happening so frequently.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have brought up the arm thing.
It never stops.
Oh, it's true,
It
dude.
never ends. It never ends.
And maybe still shouldn't have laughed.
It's true.
You know, like it happened like what 3 days ago. I lost my arm.
It was a
Fuel to the
little,
fire.
little giggle.
Nah, it was too much. It pushed me over the edge, especially with me losing my cards.
So, place yourselves where you guys want to be placed.
Like, where are we? 'Cause I can't.
Does it matter?
You guys are in your campsite currently.
I might have a different map. I can
Oh,
still see
sorry, my bad.
team.
I forgot to.
Or the white void.
There you go. It should be loading for you now.
Okay, yeah. Well, I don't know. I think I was ahead of everyone, right?
You were leading, yeah.
I'm confused where everyone is, but yeah, sure.
So people were the others were surrounding Han. Well, not
Yeah.
surrounding him, but they went to go grab the deck off him. Seal, would you be a bit closer? I'd assume. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, for the purpose of this, roll initiative, please. I will say that you did get the cast off Han.
Oh
Um,
no, what a terrible roll. Oh, that's worse than me. Oh, but 9. Fuck.
Whoa!
Now it's also -4 to your initiative because your
Oh,
dexterity
okay.
affects your initiative.
Oh.
Okay.
So Han
It's 1.
got a 1. Oh dear. Esmeralda. Oh god, everyone rolled so shit. What the fuck? What the
PvP's
fuck?
always such a shit show.
10. 13. Seal. 5. Mag. 2. So, first of all, Esmeralda, you need to make a dexterity saving throw as
Yeah.
the ground beneath you slightly cracks and flames begin to spill out, circling around you. A 12, I believe that fails. So
Fails.
roll damage. And you are concentrating.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
And Tannade is your shot next.
So the firewall has been cast.
19.
Jesus.
19. 19
Terrible
points of
rolls.
damage.
2 ones.
First of all, what's the radius of your circle?
I'm gonna draw it now.
Okay.
I can make
It's
it.
a circle shape.
can make it
I'm just
whatever
gonna make
you
it like
want.
this.
You can make
Starts
it
from the
whatever
left
you want.
corner. Oh, okay.
Jeez.
Is it a specific
Very
radius?
targeted.
Hang on, is it a specific radius? That's what I'm asking.
5,
Yeah.
I guess, like just enough
No, no,
to
no,
like
no, no, like
encircle.
on the spell. Hang on. D&D
Oh,
5.
it's up to a certain radius. It's
Up to
20
a certain radius. Okay.
20 feet diameter.
Up to 60 feet long, 20 feet high, and 20 feet diameter. Okay, that's fine. So you make the diameter just 5 feet.
Yep. And
Yep. So she's in it currently, and she's taken the first.
That's an oven.
Yep.
You see just surrounding Esmeralda, a column of fire. Tanner, your
Holy
shot.
shit.
What are you doing?
So she's on fire right now.
You just see a
I
column
just
of fire.
noticed.
You don't see Esmeralda. You see a column of fire.
But
The
do I
most
know that
intense-
she's in there?
Oh yeah, you know she's in there. You see Han. You also saw Han begin to cast his spell.
the fire's more wild than usual. Like I'm out of control.
I
Like,
like
an amateur firebender or something.
I like grab his collar and like slap him a few times, and I'm like giving him a look of like, what are you doing?
What's your intent
Retard.
with the slapping? To actually try and like break his
Like-
concentration or like hit him?
No, it's like
Or just
my
for-
reaction. It's just like reactive. I'm like confused. I'm like wondering what he's doing, and I slap him because it's stupid.
Okay, you slap him. Esmeralda, your shot. You are
Alright.
currently burning in this column of fire.
Okay, I'm gonna fucking
You can move out of it.
I'm gonna sprint through the flames
Mhm.
up to.
So when you move through the wall of fire, you take damage again.
But
That's
Yeah.
right.
I could
How
just
much
So
was it?
behind him.
you take 18 damage.
18
Oh,
points of
Jesus.
fire damage as you run through the column of fire, and Esmeralda pushes through by you, Sil, and Tanner, and gets behind Hanamanu. This all happened like simultaneously. The column of fire went up, and Esmeralda just rushes out of it, still singed and her hair slightly burning, and like does like a what's it called? A like slide tackle through you guys
Yeah.
to the other side of Han. I'm assuming with rapiers drawn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Make 3 attacks.
Yep.
Yep.
So
Hits.
all of them.
All of them?
The second one doesn't.
Actually, they would all hit because it's minus 40 AC
Oh.
as well.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they all hit.
Alrighty. 1 second. My attacks here. 1, 2, 3. How much is that? That is
28.
So you take
28.
28 points of physical damage. However, let me just double check something quickly. Non-magic damage. Okay, these are technically magic weapons. So you are sliced 3 times. It's a familiar feeling as well.
Yep.
Seal your shot.
Can't believe we're back here again.
Yep.
It wasn't even that long!
I have spell slots this time.
Oh no.
Oh my god. Seal is very pissed off. He's fucking had enough. So basically,
Oh, should I roll for concentration?
Oh yes, actually, you need to do that 3 times.
Okay. I fail.
You fail, so you're knocked slightly and you lose concentration, and the pillar of flames vanishes.
I am going to say to Hunt, are you gonna stop this now?
She's not gonna stop.
Remember, in a round, there's only so much conversion.
Yeah. That's my response.
So, I'll just
Last time I stopped, I lost an arm.
I will just say, just quickly, Esmeralda, you remember last time, and I will ready Eldritch Blast if she attacks again.
Yep.
And I will visibly show, like,
Esmeralda,
I will
you see the
Mhm.
small little thunderstorms or orbs appear
Mhm.
around Sil as he brings his arm up just above his shoulders, just to like crackling. Magni, your shot.
Just gonna repeat last time and I don't know, go for the grapple.
On.
Esmeralda.
So contested athletics check, or you roll an athletics check, Magni. Esmeralda, you can either choose athletics or acrobatics.
Okay, I will do acrobatics. Where's my thing at?
Yep, the big burly dwarf comes behind you, Esmeralda. As you slash into Magni, you see Sil begin to charge up some lightning, and you're lifted from the ground. And is that your turn, Magni? You still have movement if you'd like to move.
So that's like my action done, right?
Yeah, But you can move half movement with a grapple.
Yeah,
card.
can I half movement just backwards?
Yep. So, I believe you spent
As far as I can go.
10. So yeah, that's. How much did you spend? Yeah, you're about 15 feet back as you.
I moved
another
10
way.
to get here,
Oh, okay. Okay. Yep. No worries. That's what you
so
got.
I only have 10.
Top of the rank. Oh wait, Hanamanu, your shot.
I bring my one remaining arm up, and it looks like I'm casting a spell. And seemingly, it does look like it's Fireball. The most powerful Fireball, you've seen yet. But
Yeah.
just as the spell seems like it's about to go off, I Misty Step instead. Oh shit. Oops. Over here. That's my turn.
Very well. Top of the round, Tanner.
I chase him down. I can't see the squares. 1, 2,
You can't see the squares.
3. No, it's like all white. It's like blank.
Can you guys see the squares?
Yeah,
Oh, I thought it was meant to be blank.
No, it's wide for me.
there's grids
I see
for me.
squares.
There's
I
a
can't
grid
see
on
It's
the
it's
white.
it's grid.
I can't
It's
see
a
the
white
grid.
grid. Oh, okay.
That's
You can't see the grid.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I like tackle him?
What the
I
fuck?
chase him.
I'm clearly standing
Oh, I can
down.
see the grid now. I can
Yeah.
see the grid now.
Standing down, mate. You don't have to tackle
Yeah, but
me.
like this all happened in like 30 seconds. It's
Yeah,
like
alright.
mega autistic.
Come at
Sure.
me if you can.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, no.
Okay, you can roll a contested. You roll an athletics check as you try to tackle / grapple, and you can use a athletics or acrobatics
Yep.
to contest it.
Shit.
What'd you use? Athletics.
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing
so
about
you-
rolling on like this is I get to see like the other person's result before I get to choose whether or not I use Devil's Luck.
Well,
So I guess like maybe I should roll first in these cases.
yeah, probably. It's a bit of a disadvantage. We'll figure that out. That's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tanner runs up to you, trying to, as you misty step back, you see Tanner running up to you in his, with his fucking big ass shield, and he tries to tackle you, but you quickly move out of the way and push him aside.
No, with one arm, I kind of redirect him with one arm. I don't even
Sure.
move.
You
I'm a
just
stone.
whoosh. Yeah, that's true.
Only
You
arm.
like
And he
wobble.
falls.
He doesn't fall, but
Ah,
you redirect him away.
effortless.
Esmeralda, your shot.
Well, can I try and break out of the grapple?
Yep.
Yep.
So roll
Oh
a
fuck, that was my last spell slot.
athletics or acrobatics check.
You guys better not let her cut off my arm, I
You
swear to
roll
God.
athletics check.
Not the other one.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
Nah,
cannot
not the
break-
other one.
You cannot break out of the grapple.
Nice.
Can I drop my weapons to the side?
Yep,
So
you drop
sides.
your weapons to
I
the
drop
side.
my weapons.
Are we? Is combat over for now?
Yeah.
We'll say combat's over
Yeah.
for now.
Sure.
And
I
you
have
guys
no
can
intentions of
continue.
attacking.
You can continue on just normally.
Not so easy to cut my arm off, is it?
Your other arm.
Like, I like
Yeah,
spit,
my other arm.
spit in your like general direction from like over there.
Too far.
You concede.
Fuck you.
Jeez.
Am I still grappled?
Yes.
Let me go.
We're gonna wait like this for a minute.
Man, I wonder
we're
when the
going to
friendship arc's gonna happen.
Dude, it's gonna bounce back so hard.
If it does happen, it would be an amazing like story arc. If it does
We
happen.
need a beach arc where we have a moment with each other.
Yeah,
Right,
where we
gotta-
learn we're not so different.
Gotta have
Our
a
friendship.
have a vacation on Lake Baratog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, that's what Han wanted, and we denied him it.
exactly. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yes, fucked it up.
This
just
is
kinda
bullshit. You
This is
fucking
bullshit.
punish me.
I like walk up like next to Sil. I just stare at her.
Fuck all of you.
After a minute, I'll let go. Just hands up.
I'll pick up my swords and like I walk past everyone. Just
Aren't you
keep
gonna
walking.
lead us to the ruins? Wait, is
I
she
like-
walking to the ruins? Like in the direction of
doing?
the ruins, or?
Yes, I'm walking along the path.
Yeah,
That I was like
Esmeralda just
originally going.
walks past you.
I like turn. I just follow her.
Yeah, follow her as well.
Now that I'm behind, I will like slip the cards somewhere close on my person, like.
Mhm.
Oh, by the way, I'm like
Oh.
fucking slow, so I'm like
Yep.
falling behind.
So, Esmeralda, are you walking ahead of everybody? Because at the moment, if you're walking as a collective, you can only go as fast as your slowest member.
Well, I'm not. I'm just trying to walk away from everyone.
Yep.
Storming off.
So
Esmeralda,
eventually you lose sight of everyone.
Ah.
Esmeralda.
PvP splitting the party. What's not to love?
Unless you
classic.
guys are trying to keep up with Esmeralda. What are you guys doing?
I'm trying.
Hanamanu physically is
I'm like
waddling.
on
He
and
can move his
taking
legs,
side.
alright?
Can you carry me? No.
Oh, your weight's doubled.
Yeah.
His weight's
You're strong. You're strong though.
His weight is doubled. Yes.
My weight should be
Oops.
double of low.
Hannah, can you carry some of my stuff? I need to take Han.
Oh, okay, yeah, I like take whatever you give me.
How much of my crap do I have to give off to be able to lift Han?
We'll see. So with all these weapons you have,
Yeah, I know it's a
that's
fucking problem.
decent amount. And you're wearing plate mail, so I'd say you hand him a few of your weapons, and we'll
I'd
roll-
say as much as I can, holding onto the platinum greatsword.
yeah.
This is how we should walk. Like,
You
this is how you should carry me.
you're fairly fucking strong, so you can pick him up. It's just
Wait, where is it?
it's just a matter of how
I'll
long
link it in Discord.
you can
Okay.
keep up a normal pace until you start getting tired.
with my arms down.
Yep.
I'm such a midget though. You'd be like scraping.
It's fine.
What are you testing?
Killer.
I was just whispering.
Oh, it's a whisper. Okay, nice. So roll me. So yeah, Magni picks you up, Hanum,
Like
Han,
that?
and no, he slings you over his shoulder because he's a fucking dwarf.
What would work?
And you're fairly.
I don't know if that's like anyone can even see that, but
Yeah, that's fine. You're fairly strong. This is happening while you're walking off as well, and you begin to walk at the same pace as Esmeralda.
Yeah.
Okay.
try and match.
So Esmeralda,
I'll try and catch up. And
what
then
pace are
match
you?
them
What
both.
pace are you moving at? Because they are currently just a little bit ways behind you. They're keeping
well,
up.
I was planning to actually like we're on like a path, right?
Yep.
I was gonna like try and like use some fucking survival shit, like do some of my natural exploring, and like go off the path to get there.
Yep. So you're not following the.
I'm gonna go off the path because I realize like I can't really like get away from them yet.
That's fine. So you're not following the
Like I'm following the
directions that were
direction.
given.
I'm following the directions.
Oh, so you just want to
but
like
I'm going-
shortcut there.
I want to go off the path. so they
You want
can't,
to
like,
okay. So just to clarify, the directions that were given to you guys were
Yeah.
to get to the point of where the swamp supposedly starts,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
So it's not to get to the ruins; it's to get to
Yeah,
that
to the
point.
swamp.
Is that where you
Yeah.
want to try and shortcut through?
Yeah, but I don't necessarily want a shortcut. I just want to like loot. Like I want them to lose sight of me, so I want to like.
I
get off
guess.
of the
Okay, so
path.
you just
Kind of
want
stick to the
okay.
path, but
That's
like,
fine.
hide a bit.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. So you can roll a stealth check for me.
Okay. Do I get? Hang on, let me just check. I can travel stealthily at a normal pace because of the
Yeah,
natural
yep.
explorer thing. Okay,
Yep,
cool.
that's fine.
Stealth check.
So you will always be in front of them by a bit while you're running,
Yeah.
while you're walking through.
Please don't be a bad roll.
You just got to beat their passive.
Oh,
yeah.
mama.
So, as you guys are walking, Esmeralda just disappears. There's a bit of mist and she just disappears.
Oh,
Roll an athletics check for me, Magni, just for the duration. We'll see
What?
how long you can hold Hanamanu before you start getting tired.
Do I have to roll to hide the cards? Like, because I would have.
No, you can just
Hung
pocket
back.
them.
Yeah.
13. That's you're fairly
on
strong,
me,
but
not in my bag. Just saying.
yeah, that's fine. On you. After a while of following the path, which you guys have all been on, you don't see Esmeralda, but I'm assuming you keep just walking on the path, or what do you guys do?
Yeah.
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 After you eventually come to an intersection with another signpost, where which says Valaki pointing, and it's pointing towards the east. And you also
Maybe-
see a broken part of the sign. Someone just hanging there. That with the words are ruined, but you can see it's slightly pointing towards the south.
Maybe there's someone in Valaki who could cure my legs. I say
Well-
hopefully.
Christ. Who do you think in Valaki could cure your legs?
Who am I kidding? There's no one in there who could help. Taina, you sure there's nothing you can do? I look at him.
I shrug.
I just sigh. I guess I'll just have to live the rest of my life like this. As a half
Well,
stone
eventually-
person.
Well, I reckon we could eventually fix you if we don't die because you're a fucking stone.
You know, maybe there's a card to reverse this.
No,
Maybe there's a cure for your head,
Maybe.
but I'm not finding it here.
Where did Drasha go?
Yeah, I don't fucking. Where the?
don't ask that question like you're not responsible for sending her again.
What do you mean? I'm not responsible. How?
We
It's
need
her
her to
fault for
agree.
choosing to leave.
We need her to a degree. Well, you're the one that set her up.
Well, you know, she cut my arm off. I didn't leave. I didn't run away. Little burning's nothing in return. In fact, I think she got off quite lightly.
So do you
wouldn't-
consider yourself even now?
I just smile. Of course not. She didn't even fall unconscious. No, our evening will come later.
Well,
I'm getting real tired of this.
so
Well, of holding me.
Am I?
You are feeling a little strained after
Oh,
walking for about 4 hours with.
Little bit.
stone
oh,
slab.
God, this.
How many more hours do you think you can keep going?
Oh, if I bust my ass. Couple more, but
All right. Well, just a couple more, and then what time is it right now?
Right now it's getting towards dusk.
Dusk? Oh, dope. Okay. Oh, just a few more hours, and then we can find somewhere to rest.
yeah, cause I can't see that bitch anywhere. She I swear it was just my eye, but if you guys can see her, then...
Oh, I'm sure she'll show up eventually. She'll need our help to get into the ruins.
we'll need hers with some fucking monsters.
I guess.
As much as I don't want to admit it, she's pretty good at that.
She's not bad. Alright, keep going, Meg. South. Or whatever the
Oh,
broken sign is pointing.
yeah, I'll try and muscle on.
Alright, so Esmeralda, you do see them as you're walking by, and after another few hours, eventually the terrain is slightly changing, where the earth is slightly more damp. The road, the path, turns to a damp dirt path until it leads off into nothing. And at this point, it's fairly late at night.
So they passed me, did you say? Like I saw them go past?
No, you're slightly ahead of them, but you do every now and then you see them a ways back or from the foliage of the woods.
But they don't see me.
No, they don't notice you.
Okay.
So what do you guys do?
Look for a place to camp.
Yeah.
How?
I'm gonna do the
Something.
I'm just gonna
shady.
have a look.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'll also have a look.
Yeah, leave it to them.
All right, so you
Are we still like walking and looking for a camp at the same time, or are we like stopping in an area to look for a camp?
Yeah, I'd stop.
Alright, if we're stopping,
so
I'll put Han down.
Alright.
Alrighty. So you do notice that
Good job, mate.
the surrounding terrain, the ground is slightly muddier, just a bit softer, and there's, instead of grass, it's more of like a fluffy moss. The trees, you still see the Svaldic woods, however the road, you come to the end of the, like, what now is a dirt road, and there's no path in front of you from this point onwards. You can roll a perception check, both Tanner and Sil. Esmeralda, what are you doing during this? Are you finding your own? Trying to find your own?
Yeah, I'm trying to find my own, and also I want to like look for food.
Shit, I've been rolling so well on perception tonight.
I know.
You want to look for
Oh,
food?
Tanner too.
Okay. So you can roll a perception check as well, Esmeralda. Yeah, Tanner and Sil, you find a nice dry area just off the road. It seems to be like some little rocky area that seems to be a nice place to set up camp. Esmeralda, you find what specifically are you looking for? Just a nice area to camp, or maybe up in the trees?
Somewhere more out of sight, like away from deeper in, and like I'm happy to sacrifice comfort for something more like hidden.
Okay. So yeah, you find a damp little underground, like a hole that leads to a little like burrow underground. It's big enough to fit you. You assume that it was made by some animal that's no longer here. There's no like droppings or any signs that they have come back. However, it is damp, and you do see a few bugs like crawling around. But you're pretty sure this is like a pretty safe spot. If one common animal used, you can make a survival check.
Was I able to
look for food.
forage anything?
You can make a survival check to look for food.
Okay. Yeah. My survival. Oop.
Oh.
Damn.
You actually do find a few like some sort of fruit on a tree you walk by. You've never seen this fruit before, and you open it up and it smells fairly nice. And you do test it to see if it's like edible, and it passes all of your rigorous tests, which I won't explain because I have no idea. But yeah, you find a handful of ripe fruit. It looks like a greyish skin color, just round. Kind of looks like a peach, but it's like grey. And on the inside, the fleshy bits are nice and orange and ripe. Yeah, eventually you guys set up for camp. Is there anything you guys would like to do in the meantime?
Yes, I'm gonna walk off.
What? Sil,
I'll-
where are you going?
I'll be
Dangerous
back.
out there.
I'll be back.
Nice.
Where are you going?
Yeah, where are you going? Sil,
Going to cool my head from this fucking shite.
Sil, it's dangerous. Cool your head around us. Around the campfire. Shouldn't go off on your own.
I'm not gonna walk so far, but like far enough
enough.
that like they can't see me.
Sure, you see
Oh,
Sil
jeez.
walk off.
Can I go find? You said we were in a rocky area, right?
Well, that's where your campsite
Wait.
was a small rocky area. You're kind of in
Can
a
I
damp...
find somewhere with more rocks that's like nearby?
Sure,
like
I'll say
big
with
rocks?
you still using your perception check from before, you find there's really not any like large rocks, but you do find like a small boulder that's drier. It's just like moss ridden, but it's drier than the earth.
How big's the boulder?
It's like enough to sit on. That's about it.
Oh damn! There's no other bigger ones?
There are there are like sturdy patches of ground. It's not like all muck. It's just
No, I'm just looking for like a large-ish stone that
well,
Like,
it's big enough.
bigger than me.
Oh, bigger than you? No, you don't find anything that's bigger than you.
All right.
The biggest you find is maybe the size of Magni in terms of like height.
All right. How about trees? Is
Oh yeah,
there
there's plenty of trees around that are fairly big.
like a large-ish tree?
Yeah, you find a
Large
fairly
ones.
large tree, about 20 feet, 30 feet tall, very thick. Thick.
And I would make sure I'm fairly far out of earshot from them.
How far?
If I were to scream, they wouldn't hear me.
Okay. Fair enough.
Actually, no, I wouldn't really estimate that. I just
Okay,
go
how
fuck what I
long
thought
do you
was far.
walk for?
10 minutes. Oh, 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Okay, 5 minutes. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Sil's going to look up at the sky and reach his hand out,
Oh, like an animal.
and he's gonna scream, and he's gonna cast Call Lightning. And for the next, and I will point at the fucking boulder.
Yeah. You point your hands towards the sky, and as you
Hello.
scream, the clouds begin to collect, darker than usual because it's Barovia, and you hear the crackling, and everyone else at the campsite as well, even you Esmeralda, you notice the crackling clouds in just off the ways away, and then a large
Do I
lightning
hear him
bolt.
shouting?
You don't, because there's a thunder, a
Okay.
thunder strike that drowns everything else out as it hits the boulder and just cracks it, and chunks of the boulder just fly about.
I just look up at
This
the
is-
sky.
You see just a little bit of static, blue electricity just tingle past your face and your body.
And I will continue to strike around me for the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, for the next 5 minutes. Each of
Which
you,
is approximately. Oh, wait, just wait. Each is 10. So 50 strikes.
yeah. Each of you are looking in the sky, and you've always been told that lightning never strikes the same place twice.
Well, I know that's a myth because I'm not dumb.
Sure, sure. But in this area, it seems incredibly localized. And after about 5 minutes, the clouds disperse and there is silence. You hear as well the birds and the critters around just rushing out, and the sounds of nature and the creatures bending to this storm's whim, and it leaves everything else more quiet than before. And so
Alright,
you
and
stand
then
there.
I hope Sil got a
Around
good
you,
look at that.
around you is destruction.
my lightning is blue, right?
Yeah, it's like a blue tint.
Alright.
I mean, it's up to you really, but
Yeah, let's
Force lightning.
go blue. Just making sure it's not a certain color.
So, what other color would it be?
So I'm going
Green.
to. So I am going to walk back then.
Now that the thunder stopped, I'm gonna go straight to bed.
sure. You go to sleep. You
I'll
drift
wait
off
up.
to sleep.
I write in my book.
Eventually, Seal returns.
Mark, we need to change
Did
you
you
up.
see that, Sil? You like lighting and stuff, right?
I do. I do.
God, it was so crazy like a minute ago.
Yeah, I saw that.
It scared the shit out of me.
Well, at least it didn't hit the camp. Right?
You,
I look up and I smile. It's like brief, then
What
go
are you
back
doing?
to ride.
were you doing something?
Just, it's been a bit stressful, you know. So,
Yeah.
quiet walk to myself. Sometimes you need it.
Yeah, not too quiet though.
Yeah, well, Brovi is never with me, Amora, I think. Anyway, Mark, we gotta chain you up. You got to be careful. Last
Yeah.
night you were transformed for well longer than usual. So, look out for yourself.
Yeah, I don't know. No. You know any bedtime things?
I'll chain Mag up and I'll just say, you're taking watch, Tanner. Or me
I nod.
first. Alright, just wake me up.
I could take watch before I go to bed.
So, I'll go to bed.
So who's taking first watch?
Me.
Tanner, roll a perception check for me. Also, Esmeralda,
Mhm.
are you taking watch for yourself?
Yeah, I am. I want to also like be keeping an eye out for any like wild animals, like wolves in particular, or things like that.
Yeah. Okay. So you can only take one watch, or else you won't benefit from a long rest.
Okay. Yeah, true. Alright, don't worry. I'll just take watch in general.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And also roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
Who? Me?
Yep, Esmeralda.
Okay. Well, that's my perception check and my saving throw. 21.
Nice. So the night goes without interruption. Well, the first watch, and Esmeralda, you and eventually drift off to sleep. Who's taking second watch?
Me.
I nudge, yeah,
Nudge
still awake.
Still, you're nudged awake by Tanner.
Yep.
You can roll a perception check.
Yep. Once.
Once again, nothing. Well, actually, wisdom saving throws for me, Magni, at disadvantage, please.
Ooh.
7.
Ooh, fuck.
Break the chains.
Nothing other than Magni beginning to once again transform and snarl and scrape at the bark of the tree and try to break free. Roll a strength check for me, Magni.
Oh, same for the sorry.
What's that? What's that normally then?
Just -3.
20. You hear the tension of chains, Sil, and then a snap.
I will.
If only you guys had like a.
No. All right. Eric, do I get my spell slots back
Nope.
if I get woken up in the middle of a long rest? Because like technically I've been short resting, right?
Sure, I'll allow it. That's fine.
I will.
I just think it makes sense. Yeah.
If I hear snapping of like a tree, I
You do
will
hear snapping. of the
wake
tree.
It's
Tanner
the
up,
chains that break, not the tree.
I wake up.
and I will mage
Just
hand
change
to where Han's sleeping and like slap him awake with a little mage hand slap.
It's surprising how like scared I look actually when I wake up. I like kind of snap to attention like I have PTSD or something, and I'm terrified. I'm like, oh, what? Huh? What's going
You
on?
hear
Who?
the snapping,
Marg,
Sil,
Marg,
and
Marg.
there's no sound.
I'm gonna ready an Eldritch Blast. If I see a werewolf fucking pounce at us.
I open my
There's nothing.
I'm. Never mind.
Can I pick up a rock and chuck it in the direction where Mag was sleeping?
Yep. You chuck the rock, and it lands and skips a bit. And there's nothing. Magni, you are having a nightmare. All you see, you keep having flashes of your body on the ground, bloodied and messed. From your perspective, and you keep looking towards yourself, like you look at your hands and your legs, and you see the body of a wolf, of a werewolf. It keeps flashing through your mind. Sil, after about 10 seconds, jumping from behind the tree is Magni in his werewolf form, and you can go to roll your Eldritch Blast. However, it pounces on you. He pounces on you, and I assume you're not wearing armor.
I normally wear armor if we're like not in a town.
Okay. That
Are
means
you able to sleep in armor? I don't know the rules.
You do.
If there's rules.
well, that means you only regain 1/4 of your hit dice.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
That's a good trade-off.
Oh, that's fine. Because I generally said if we're out in the wilderness, I would keep my armor on.
Natural 18 plus.
Wait, do I?
So 22.
22. I am
both your
going.
Eldritch Blasts hit.
I am going to cast Shield.
In reaction, you cast Shield. What are you guys doing as this all simultaneously happens as you see the Magni werewolf just gnawing at your barrier and point blank you release your Eldritch Blast.
Cast Eldritch Blast.
My barrier looks more electrified than usual.
It does.
And I will roll my damage.
What's your maximum health, Magni?
79.
Oh my god. It's massive.
Oh, nice.
Or at least it's going down fast.
And
So 57.
Nice.
alright, 22.
Yep.
I'll blast him back 10 feet. Or 20
Blast him
feet.
back
sorry.
10 feet off of your
20.
barrier. 20
Yeah.
feet. And as Hanamanu, you also blast him with an Eldritch Blast. 2 Eldritch Blasts. And the Magni werewolf breathes in and howls, and it rings through everyone's ears. And you hear in the faint distance.
Oh, no.
Kidding me? Oh no.
So it doesn't
That's
sound
They
like
sound-
a normal werewolf. It sounds slightly different.
Does it sound like a
No.
wolf? Or
Similar. You're unsure. But it's in the distance, just within the forest.
This is just one other one?
So, there's multiple.
Oh god. Okay. So roll.
It's like when a dog fucking howls in the neighborhood and then
Yeah.
all the other dogs
Yeah.
start howling. So yeah, roll.
Oh fuck.
two.
That's bad.
That hits,
Oh what?
and then
Okay.
roll again.
he doesn't have armor.
He's not wearing armor. No, he's not wearing
He's a big furry boy.
I got a
Wow.
Dope. Okay. So
You can see the blood dripping from Magni's claws and the big bulging eye. He definitely doesn't look like a normal werewolf.
16.
16 damage total.
Yep.
Nice.
Bad rolls. With my bonus action. Wait, is it? Are we doing turns? Or...
We're not really doing turns, but you can. This is just all happening simultaneously. So just tell me. what
bonus
you wanna do.
action. Spikes come out of my body.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna like go to you guys individually. You just tell me what you want to do. As the werewolf once again runs up towards you, Sil, and goes in for another bite and a swipe.
Avoid that bite.
Misses. Both of
Wow.
them miss as you
Nice.
kind of parry with your
Fucking
sword.
nice.
What are you doing? What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast at him again.
Yep, roll. Hit.
I
And
am.
a Sacred Flame.
I
He
am
fails,
going.
okay.
18 hits.
I'm going
Wait,
to.
I fail.
No, yeah, the
26
werewolf fails.
hits.
Oh.
I'm gonna booming blade.
Mhm.
Wait, I'm gonna bonus action hex him and then booming blade.
19 damage.
Sure.
Wait, is it?
Simultaneously, as Magni Werewolf runs up towards you, towards Seal, and jumps at him, Seal blocking with his sword.
Shield. On
And
sword,
shield.
yeah. Yeah.
You, Han, ignite your inner flames and fire off 2 Eldritch Blast. Tanner firing off a Sacred Flame and landing, and Seal, while you're parrying his claws with your sword, lightning ignites and traverses up Magni's body, and he falls limp.
Tanner's.
unconscious.
Make sure he's not just bleeding out.
Did anyone take any damage from that fight?
Magni.
Apart from him.
I shake my head.
I'm alright.
I go up to Magni to make sure he's like alive and.
Oh, I'll take care of that, Tana.
Is that
I
what
have
you're
more
doing?
medicine
Huh?
knowledge. I have more medical knowledge than you. I roll to stabilize Mag.
Sure. You can roll a medicine check.
It's weird how medicine is wisdom. D20 plus 2. 16.
So he's stabilized.
Yep.
You do notice that his silver shackles have been broken.
Oh, jeez.
I've got one more.
Oh.
Oh, he's
is
stopping by
bad.
Valaki then.
Mm. Seems like we have no other choice.
He has one
But-
more pair.
Oh.
Yeah,
we
true.
so like each night we only put one pair on at a time?
No, we put both.
He's broken
Oh.
the arm ones, but
Yeah. Huh.
actually no, he would have broken both. No, he would have broken
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, never mind.
both with a 20.
It doesn't look like we have any other choice. But
Right.
you know, Drash is not gonna wait.
Actually,
He's gonna
we'll
go
say
straight into those
he
ruins.
slipped out of the leg ones. Just-
Oh,
just
okay.
to be
Well,
nice.
nimble
So,
little werewolf.
the ones around it, you see a pair of shackles hanging from his right leg.
I guess those will just have to do for now. We'll just have to be more careful.
But he's getting worse, I reckon.
Look, this won't happen again. Next time he turns, wake me up straight away. I'll take care of it. I'll make sure he goes down straight away.
What are you going to do?
The Circle of Fire. It's an unstoppable move. Me and Tana will combine it.
So
The execution.
a Venn diagram of fire.
Yes, I call it the...
Circle of fire.
No. I'll come up with the name when we actually use it. Yes.
Chaos Circle.
But it looks
say
like an
that.
infinity
That's
sign.
all I say.
Oh, Tanner says
I just look
something.
at him.
Holy shit.
I just
Say
look at
Chaos
him and I'm
Circle.
like, fine, you get to name that move then, I guess.
Oh,
But it's unstoppable. He'll have to pass through 2 walls of fire in order to escape it. No one could survive that kind of damage, not even
I could
Strahd.
knock him back through if he gets out.
Exactly. It's an unstoppable, unbeatable combo. We don't need Drasha, really, right?
Oh, Christ. Just
No, never mind. Forget it. Forget I said anything.
look, we just need to get to bed.
Yeah. And I just like sit down and fall asleep straight away.
Yep, you waddle over and you can't bend your legs very well, but you eventually make
Can I
yourself lie
just
down.
sleep standing up?
Yeah, you can try it. It's
Okay,
not very
cool.
comfortable, but
That's
you,
my
you
thing
can
now.
do it.
Yeah.
And eventually you'll drift off to sleep and wake up the next morning. Han, your back aches.
Oh no!
Other than
Ow.
that, you're fine.
Core's not strong
Magni, you
enough.
wake
Like,
up.
I'm ready.
And you're in pain, Magni.
Can I just walk over?
because of
So
your
like not
werewolf
full
body,
HP then?
you did. What'd you say? Sorry.
So like 1 HP or something?
No, you had your long rest.
Okay.
But,
But-
you're
but,
you're
yeah,
in
in
incredible pain. Like you're sore. Not incredible pain, but you're very sore when you wake up. And Esmeralda, you eventually wake up in your little burrow. The wind is a gentle breeze today. Still fairly chilly.
Well, I want to move stealthily to the area. best as I
Towards
can.
them.
No, the swamp that was
Swamp,
like
yeah.
the direction.
So roll another stealth check for me, because it's a new day.
Okay.
Okay. Who has the highest passive perception?
Me,
What is
Yeah.
it?
15.
Okay, so you're Esmeralda. You're walking through the foliage, and you actually realize at this point there is no path. You have no idea where to go to reach the swamp. And as you stop to ponder, Syl, you notice within the foliage and the trees, a figure just standing there, looking.
Damn, they caught up quick.
I'm just gonna go, oi, and I'll walk towards.
Well, I mean, there was a time where you were resting.
Alright.
Or
I also
how
approach
far
Alpha
away
Scene
did you?
still.
How far away? Sorry, how far away did you?
Like very far, but like it's okay. I don't mind.
Very far. Okay, roll
Like
a
I was-
roll a survival check for me, and we'll see if you get
Okay.
lost.
Alright.
Because at the moment you have no idea where you're going.
That's
Yep.
pretty low.
Yeah, so because you have no idea where you're going, you eventually stumble upon the others, and you could be
Okay,
like, "Oh
cool.
fuck!" Like,
Yep.
go to
That's
hide.
right. Yeah, you can
But still,
continue from
you
the.
notice.
Oi. Wait up.
She's a bit far away.
I'll walk towards her,
I'm gonna,
keeping an
like,
eye.
retreat into like the trees or whatever's around.
You see Esmeralda try and retreat into the trees, into the foliage.
And I'm gonna start like
Just-
foraging just around where I retreated and just like picking at things and grabbing shit.
Wait.
You
Please.
you follow suit. Syl.
I'm ignoring
Yes,
him
I
as I
will.
forage.
Eventually, Syl catches up to you, and you see Esmeralda picking at like looking at leaves and trying to forage around. And you can roll another survival check while you're doing this.
That's okay. I'm not actually really foraging.
Okay,
at
okay.
all.
Just trying to look like you're doing something. Okay.
Look. Things are not great. If you don't want to travel with us, it's understandable. But we're going to the ruins, apparently. And if you want to kill whatever's there, I think you're going to need us, and we could definitely use your help.
Yes, I know. But we must all work together. And there is one person who will not do that.
Oh,
We will die in those ruins.
Oh, I'm not going to speak for him, but I know that he's complicated person and also an asshole. But
His foolishness will be a peril.
we need him just like we need you.
Well, it certainly feels like you're taking a sides. After he attacks me, I am the one you grab. And the one you threaten. But I am not the threat.
I've known him for a while, and I think we have a trust. I trust your combat skills, Esmeralda, but we've only met so long ago. So, maybe you'll understand that.
Well,
But-
just keep him away from me.
I try
don't
to
want to
keep
talk to him.
things reasonable. I don't want anyone set on fire or any more arms cut off. If you want to keep your distance, then do so, but we need to I don't think we're going to make it through those ruins. Have to be lucky as fuck.
We would have a greater chance to survive if he was not there.
Not going to leave him.
True. He could not fend for himself. He is useless.
Well,
Just keep him away from me and realize that I was provoked. I am not the enemy here. So do not treat me like I am.
well. That warning I gave you is still relevant. You try to kill him. I
And
will take
what
his
of his
side.
warning? Does he not have a warning? He tried to kill me. He set me on fire.
Fuck.
But it is me who is the problem here. It is me who is grabbed.
Look. Maybe now is easier to grab, but I don't know how much you trust me, but I will try to keep things reasonable. He attacks you unprovoked. I will stop him.
Well, I do know that I cannot continue without the rest of you.
Well, we're going to be traveling slow because stone legs over there. Till we find out a way to cure it.
Just keep him away from me.
Alright. But you'll still have to listen to him. Like we all have to put up with. I guess.
And I will defend myself if I have to.
You're allowed to do that. But I'll make a judgment at the time on what's the right thing.
I will not kill him, but I will fight back if I must.
And I'll just nod and walk back through.
I'll let him leave for a bit, and then I'll gather my things and join him, like after he's wandered off a bit further.
What are you guys
Well,
doing as you... Oh, sorry.
Look
Just
who I
eating
found.
rations, making some coffee. Yeah.
Just
Ain't no
writing
coffee.
in my book.
Oh. Tea, then.
Sure, I'll allow tea.
Do I see?
yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna like pick up the pieces of the.
Oh, I was just gonna wait for the Drasha to come back.
Yes,
talk
Maggie,
shit.
you do notice the that you, when you woke up, you were not bound. This is during where Syl's gone off somewhere.
Yeah, you break those last night. Don't do it again. It's the last pair. All right.
Fuck.
How you feeling?
Fuck.
How you feeling, Mag?
I'm fuck. My body aches.
But
You put me down.
of course I did. Who
Yeah.
else could be capable of such a thing?
Right.
But listen,
I'm fucking.
can you still carry me today? It's
Can I?
important.
Can I?
Yes, you can, Mag.
You can
Yes,
try.
you may.
Okay. I'll.
Here, eat up, and I give him I give him a bite of my jerky.
Yeah.
Shake.
Yeah. I'll.
Just one bite.
I'll do my best. Yeah.
Yeah. I give him like a little, his hair like a little tussle. And
Least
I go back.
Least I can do for you guys putting up with my shit.
But remember, that really is our last pair.
Yeah, I'm.
After that, might have to take some drastic measures against you, Mag. We wouldn't want that now, would we?
I need to. Oh, fuck.
Can I
And
join you?
eventually, Sue comes back to the camp and following Esmeralda.
Ah, look what the cat dragged in. It's you again. I thought you want to go at it on your own. Did you realize you couldn't do it, huh? Realize you needed a group, huh?
We need her too, Han.
Yes, of course. I wasn't the one arrogant enough to go off on my own, though. But I'm sure we can let what's happened yesterday, be bygones, right, Drusha? And I stick out my remaining arm to, like, shake her hand.
Just ignore.
I like look at Still and I like give him like a shrug, like I tried. How does Still react to that?
Sue will sigh and
Fucking
I
hell,
was
such fucking
what?
it's passive aggressiveness.
I yeah.
Fucking pettiness
Sue's just-
of everyone.
Sue's just gonna sigh and he's gonna walk off. He's gonna look at the
Look,
sky.
pettiness is better than me just like exacting revenge.
No, I know,
What-
it's
what's-
just funny.
What's the weather like this morning?
Windy, cold.
It's actually not as windy. I mentioned
Oh.
before. There's a slight breeze. It is chilly, but there's a slight breeze. It's not raining. It's a still day, for the most part, or for this morning.
So, Drasha, you ready to lead us the rest of the way?
Can you please tell him my name is not Rasha?
It's the name you gave me when we first met.
Han, you know what her actual name is? No, it might be a bit of a sore spot for name, but it is her name.
Fine. From now on, I won't say her name at all. Alright, you ready to lead us then?
Tell him to follow.
I am
my
not being
God.
a fucking messenger. You two. By the way,
Still, what did
I'm
it
just
have
gonna-
to say to me?
Fuck's sake!
I'm just walking.
Yeah, I'll
Mag.
start walking.
Mag, yip.
I will be carrying her.
Yeah, so throughout this journey, Mag's carrying Han, which is just pestering Esmeralda on top of his
On my
shoulders.
shoulder.
So,
Should I roll athletics?
we'll get to that.
Okay.
As you guys begin walking down no path, the biome gradually changes to that of more of a
Oh,
swamp.
I-
The biome.
Oh, I don't
The
think I
Minecraft
can-
biome.
Skybox.
My render distance
The
isn't
render-
far enough to get the next biome.
Oh!
Otto pops in.
Speaking of render distance,
I think I
took
need
a,
Optifine.
took a note from Matt Coville with
Of course.
skill challenges and also critical role. To get to your destination, this is somewhat of a mini game instead of just normal travel. Josh would know
done
what this is.
Yeah.
But to get to your destination, you must succeed in a succession of skill challenges. So for this, you need to succeed 5 times.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
And every day, after 3 tries, a day goes by. Also, every time you fail, I roll on a list of potentially bad things. Well, every time you attempt, I will roll because there are some good things on there, But if you fail, you cannot get the good things, and something bad will happen.
How good
But
are the good things?
But can
You'll
you
find
like
out.
can you succeed and get a bad thing?
No,
Wait,
if
is
you
it
succeed, you will not
automatic?
get a bad thing.
Okay.
But if you
It's
fail,
five
you will not get a
altogether.
good thing.
Is it? Better not be 100 gold. Or
Now-
Is it 5 for the group or
something
5
lame like that.
It's 5 for the group, because I'll get into the
Oh,
rules.
okay.
Only 2 people can be manning what they're trying to do at a time, and these people must be proficient in the skill. So be imaginative, improvise, and be specific in what you're trying to do. You must be
Okay.
proficient, and you cannot reuse the skill. The specific,
Okay.
like a specific person, like a player. Say if Esmeralda uses survival, she tries
Yeah.
to find the tracks of animals to see which
Mhm.
like parts of the swamp are easier to traverse. You specifically, Esmeralda, cannot use
Yeah.
survival again.
Okay.
But if
We-
other players attempt to use survival, the DC gets
Mhm.
higher.
What if
Okay.
you run out of skills you're proficient in?
Then someone else will have to try and
So
man
then
it.
you can't really do anything else. Okay, cool.
These are the general rules
Oh, good.
that I've linked in Discord.
Yep.
Can you tell us
Do
what
we have to roll separate, or can you give?
No, so
If you-
the 2 people rule, you can give one person advantage, or you can roll
Okay.
separately. It's up to you guys.
Okay.
So, let me go to the toilet. Just have a think as you guys are walking through.
Okay.
Mhm.
Fuck. What am I proficient in?
I fucking tried doing
I'm-
this in the other Curse of Strahd game because he introduced that,
Yeah.
and my paladin is literally the most dog shit for this kind of thing. It's like persuasion. What the fuck are you meant to do? Anyway. Anyone else? I think a couple of us are proficient in survival.
Yeah, I am.
I am as well.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm back. Derek back?
No.
I'm back.
Hey,
Oh.
perfect. Perfect time.
Alrighty, let me just quickly set something.
Just in case I get it, I'll find the ancient. What's this ancient druidic temple? Is that meant to be part of the rules?
Wait, what?
Did you like accidentally add
Oh, fuck.
that?
Don't worry about that.
Damn it.
Don't worry
Didn't
about,
have pointed
don't worry about that one.
Good encounter or the other one?
Yeah, we'll see.
Interesting.
Let me quickly put up a map just to make it more swampy.
Ah, flies, gross.
So wait, are we in the swamp area now?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get into that. Just give me a second.
Alright. Okay.
Are we supposed to see ourselves on the map?
Give me a sec. Give me a sec.
Okay.
I have to.
So to the party.
You know what?
What were we told about the? Once we got to
Yeah.
the swamp, it was like what? What do we have to do?
I don't think they had much for us from there.
They just told us how to get to the swamp.
What happened here
okay.
again?
There's like a great big town that got flooded.
Yeah. But that wasn't the swamp. That was the ruins of Brez, right?
Yeah, but I thought the swamp was like further out from the ruins. It's like it got flooded and now it's a swampy area because all the
Okay,
water
yeah,
is
I guess.
risen
Yeah,
up.
that makes sense.
I really should go back and check that.
God, that's a horrible Oh no, there we go. It's much better now. Oof. Sorry, one sec. Yeah, good enough. The grid snapping's gonna be a bit wonky, but that's fine.
Ugh, fucking bubbles.
All the swamp gases.
Just drag and drop your tokens on the map.
Okay.
Wait, do you see?
I don't see the map. I
This looks
see
really weird. I
outside.
see like this blue.
I don't see the map either.
I'm still white.
That's odd.
Oh, okay. No, I see it. I see it.
I might reload actually.
Yeah, I'll just refresh.
The scale's kind of confusing, but
You can zoom in. Try zoom in.
oh, okay. Where should we be? To the left or?
Just wherever for now. It's just like a background at the moment.
Okay, I like this background. It's very high quality.
Well, it would be a dynamic map if we fucking weren't quarantined.
Oh,
Oh, that's a cool map. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Wrong character. How do you drag your token in?
You gotta
yeah.
open your character sheet and then drag the portrait.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Jesus.
Wow, nothing is loading. Fucking hell.
Just give it a
Oh,
second.
that worked.
I'll be right back 1 second.
No worries.
Rip.
This time.
Hunger.
Ooh.
We gotta draw more of those cards, man.
I made this this skill challenge. I've actually made a few because I like the idea.
Yeah, it seems
instead of
cool.
normal traveling, obviously here and there normal traveling is fine. But
Yeah.
by the way, you will have to every time you traverse these swamplands, the same thing will apply. It's not just like
How do
you go
I,
one way and then you're done. Like
get
when you're
my
coming
token?
back, you have to.
You open your character sheet and then you drag your token onto the map.
Yep.
Do the same thing. Alrighty. We'll just wait for
Oh, shit.
Kai.
What the fuck am I doing?
Is Kai back?
No.
Anyway, well, as you guys are walking, the surroundings eventually change. The ground becomes more marsh-like, softer as you step. The trees around you all begin. As you're walking, you see them in fewer numbers than usual until there's about a few scattered around the place, and they don't look like the trees of the Svalak woods. They look like dead, most of them. You're walking, and every now and then there's plumes of swamp gas that stinks. There's bugs flying around. But on this first step of this skill challenge, what would you guys like to do? I don't see Esmeralda on the fucking map.
Oh, really?
God damn it! This
Where did you put yourself?
Here we
I'm
go.
like
Here we go.
Oh,
Delete
yeah,
the one.
yeah,
Delete the
yeah.
one you put.
Yeah.
For some reason, that one we can't see it.
Okay.
So what would you guys like to do? Be imaginative with this and be specific.
Okay,
Don't
so
just
right
say.
now we're...
So don't just say I want to roll a survival check. You want.
Can I do
I want to
something-
just.
Can can I do something that's not part of the challenge first? Like, to try something, or no?
Sure, that's fine.
Well, I want to like recall. I want to know about like, Perez, like the history of it. Like, I want to recall like the story of it. Is that possible?
I believe you already done this before.
I can't remember.
That's okay. That's fine. You remember that Berez was an old like settlement like Vallaki and Kresk, where the Dusk Elves and Barovians used to live, and it was wiped out in by a flood.
Okay. Shit. All right.
If you'd like to recall more, I'll give you one more. Like generally, you don't like just re-roll history rolls.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I finally remember. Like, nah, that's not really how it works. But I'll give you.
Nah, it doesn't matter because
Okay.
I wouldn't.
Okay, that's fine.
Matter. Man, I don't know.
So is there water in the swamp?
Yeah, there's
Okay.
like it's marshy. The ground is marshy, and where you step, there's like.
Is there flowing water though? Like even? Like,
No,
above
not
it?
currently.
No.
Are there any animals around?
Potentially is like, what are you going to try and do?
I want to. I want to cast animal friendship on an.
Okay. So you do notice a few like frogs, like sitting around in their little habitat. You see like worms here and there. You see not many birds.
Okay. Okay.
Let me see.
Wait,
Swamp.
I think animal.
Swamp
Is animal
creatures.
friendship the one where you can like talk to it, or is it the one where you like?
No,
calm
that's
down?
talk with animal.
Oh, okay. Don't worry then. I'm not gonna.
You
have
thought you
to
could talk with the animal?
I don't want to convince the fucking frog that I'm. friendly. It's okay.
In the flooding story, did it say how the
you would
flood
see
happened?
a few ducks as well walk by.
Hmm.
What'd you say, Kevin? Haha.
In the flooding story, how did it say how the flood happened?
I don't remember if you guys were told any of this. So,
Does anyone recall?
Can I recall that?
well,
I'll try to. No.
The DM doesn't recall.
no, I know. I know. I just don't
you
know.
don't know
Like,
if we know.
No, you guys, like, the reason Esmeralda can roll history checks is because she's lived in Barovia, right?
Yeah.
So, unless you guys were specifically told by someone, you wouldn't know.
Or
There's no chance
She
at
told us
rolling
the
history.
story, right?
Yeah, Esmeralda may have told you the story, but she would have told you what she knows. Like, you know,
Does she know?
you can roll a history check, Esmeralda. Not at advantage, and this will be a little bit higher DC.
Well, rip.
You're unsure.
Okay.
I guess like based on the way, like it rains here, right, in this area.
Yeah, of course.
Just based on the way, I guess like the rain has shaped the mud in the swamp.
Okay, so you're looking for like.
Can I tell like which way the water was like would be flowing? Because then that would be
You
like
can
indicate
certainly
where. which areas would
try.
flood.
This would be a. Because there's
Survival?
but there's no real. You can definitely try. This would be difficult
Yeah.
though.
Okay, sure, I'm down for difficult.
So I will say this would be a survival if you're proficient in it.
Yep, I am.
So
I'm gonna use
you're
my
you're
doubles up
manning
too.
the charge. So this
Yep.
means you can no longer use survival. One
Yep.
other person that's proficient can help
Does it
Does that-
use...
If-
Does that give me
if-
advantage or?
if applicable. I will say they can help if applicable.
Okay. So that just gives me advantage, yeah?
Yes, if someone helps you and you're willing.
I'm not proficient.
Can I help him?
I'm
Do you have
not-
survival?
So
do
you
they have to be
explain
survival
this
to help?
me?
Yes,
Yes,
I'm
they have to be
proficient.
proficient.
Okay. Well, he is a mud person, so good.
Oh!
He is!
Oh!
He's an earth child.
Well,
Wait, next question. Next
I
question.
thought I'd help because I'm like with you anyway.
Yeah, that makes
Sure,
sense.
so
Wait, another question. So, if I have an advantage and I roll twice, do I get to choose which one I use my Devil's Luck on, or do I have to choose
Take
before
the
I roll
high.
the second time?
Devil's like it, right?
you would take the high and then Devil's Luck it.
Okay, dope.
So-
okay.
This would be a difficult roll. I can see what you're trying to do, but
Yeah.
okay. You can roll at advantage your
Yeah.
survival check for me as you're walking through.
Okay. I'm gonna add my Devil's Luck to the first one, so...
Yep. So you add a D10, right?
Oh,
Oh.
not as good as I had hoped.
You're walking
Wait,
through...
wait. Can I inspo that Devil's Luck?
To with inspiration, you can't. I don't think you can inspo the Devil's Luck. You can inspo the roll to see if you can get
No,
higher.
I mean,
let
it's
me-
a pretty good roll. 16.
Hang on, let me see.
It says you can expend it when you make a attack roll, saving throw, or ability check.
Yep. So
Okay.
You could try inspo. And
Oh,
get
fine.
you can
fuck
just
it.
try
I
and
don't
inspo your
know.
general roll to see if you get higher than a 16,
I-
and then your Devil's Luck would be added to that.
Oh,
I
come
suppose.
on.
Doubt I would. It's the
Same.
same.
Unfortunate.
Uh,
You got pretty high though. But
yeah.
you're walking through with you and Mag, and you're looking at spots of earth and marsh that are more filled with water. There are like little potholes filled with water where water has just collected.
Yeah.
There's no real signs of flowing water in this swamp.
Oh.
Unfortunately, or here in general, you don't notice any anyway. And eventually, after about a few hours, you're just getting lost. And I will roll on the table. And as you're walking, the fog around you all begins to thicken, and it whisks around each of you, clinging to your exposed skin, and you each feel the sensation of your life being sucked from your body. Everyone needs to
Jesus
roll
Christ.
a Constitution saving throw. This one was just taken.
Oh, man.
Constitution.
Not 1? So 3.
I got a 10.
Fucking
Um,
hell.
Magni, you fail. Han, you fail. Tanner, you fail. Seal, you succeed. Esmeralda, you succeed. Oh, Jesus. That's not bad. You take 5 points of necrotic damage, and you reduce your maximum health by that much.
I'm resistant to necrotic damage.
Okay, you take 2 points of necrotic damage, and you reduce your max health by that much.
Wait, sorry, did I take damage for
No,
succeeding?
you succeed. Both Seal and Esmeralda succeed.
Okay.
So that is one fail, as Magni, and Magni's like holding Han and walking with the swamp, and Han's like directing him to be like, oh, over there, and then you run into the mists. That is one fail. By the way, you continuously go until you succeed. So
Yeah, okay. Is the mist sticking around?
no, eventually you walk out of it, and you kind of like puff for a bit,
Okay.
but some time has passed. After 3 tries,
Um,
it gets to late at night.
Late at night?
Mhm.
Wait, that was... Okay. So this is gonna be our second try?
Yep. So what do
Okay.
you guys?
Do you guys have any other ideas?
I'm gonna
Otherwise...
low
yeah.
hanging fruit. I would just look at the whole surroundings and try to see if there's any or obvious like areas. Maybe I'll see if I can like get a point of a higher point. Any sort of like hill, like raised ground area.
Okay. Yep. So you want to make a perception. You make a perception check.
Oh no. I wanted to do that.
Okay. Do you want to? Okay.
Well, you can.
You want to make the perception check to find the higher ground.
Well, I wanted
Wait, still.
to
Does
do
it look-
like
So you want to find a higher ground, an area that's a bit higher than usual to look around the swamp.
yes.
Wait, still. Do you communicate your intent to find high
Yeah.
ground?
Yes.
Wait. I say wait, and then I get off Mag, and I come over to you, and I like.
Lovely.
I get onto you, and then suddenly.
I could not be able to lift him.
Heavy.
Well, you don't.
Extremely heavy.
Can you hold me? Can you? Okay, no. Okay, fine. I just put my arms around your shoulders, like I'm hanging off you, but my feet are still on the ground.
What are you
And
doing?
then suddenly, fucking these wings of flame sprout, and I'm engulfed in fire, and I become a giant eagle, and I lift Sil
Oh.
into the sky.
Ah.
Oh,
As you see, this brimstone and ashen eagle sprouts, and within the talons Sil sits, and you fly into the air, and both of you can either make a perception check, or Sil can at advantage, and Sil, your man.
Sil, you do it.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
alright.
Is your perception good?
Yeah.
It is, right?
it's
Okay, yeah,
alright.
you go ahead.
And this would be a medium roll, not too difficult.
20.
20.
Nice.
So yeah, as you're soaring through, the adrenaline pumping through, seeing your friend do this for the first time, and you can see like a trail of ash, trail behind his wings as he flies. But you notice there's areas of the swamp that are drier than others and probably easier to traverse. And eventually you come back down and
Yeah.
you make
Can
your
I
way
just also,
through.
because maybe
So
I'll
that
use
is a success.
knowledge.
Nice.
I'll keep it in mind, like the layout that I saw, because it might be handy in another check, or like.
Well,
like,
this is
I have an idea. Yeah, I know that this is the check, but I have an idea that will sort of like use some of the knowledge I got from seeing the whole swamp.
well, it's not the whole swamp.
Well, yeah,
you
yeah.
see
the
as far
part-
as I
whatever
can see,
part. Yeah.
which eventually you get to from traversing this and succeeding this
Yeah.
check. So you have one success.
4 to go.
It is now getting to dusk.
Do we roll on the goodsy table?
I've already rolled. I already rolled.
Ah. You didn't get
And
anything.
you're traversing. And with Sil's like eye, you do keep out of the softer parts of the marsh. So what's next?
I'll sneak. I want to like watch, like sneak up on some animals to see if they like to follow them. I want to follow some animals that are like, rather than like little frogs that are like just splashing around. If there's any ducks, I want to sneak up on them.
In
Okay.
the swamp.
Yeah.
So your intent is
To follow.
To follow.
Like, literally follow them.
some animals.
Yep.
I will say you can first roll a perception check. This isn't part of your
Okay.
success or fail, but this is to see what animals you actually notice. Okay. So as you're walking through, you notice a few animals walking by. You do see a duck. You also see like a white-necked heron.
What is that?
Is that a
It's
bird?
another bird. It's like
Oh, okay.
a
sharp beak.
swamp
type thing.
swan.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
You also see a few lizards, like waddling by in the swamp, and a few snakes slithering around. You can pick which one you'd want to follow or attempt to follow. And we'll say that your stealth check reflects how well you can follow, and also not try and scare it off.
I'll follow the.
To see where it goes.
I'll follow the snake.
You follow the snake.
Yeah. With the intention, like, I'm hoping that the snake is going to move towards buildings, because they look for fucking, cool places.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So. Okay. So you can roll a stealth check.
Watch this be fucking terrible. Oh.
This was a very hard encounter, and you meet the DC with a 25. Because considering an animal might literally just go back to where their home is or whatever, their habitat.
Yeah.
But luckily you picked the right animal, and you're following behind, keeping the others quiet as the snake is just slithering through.
I want to also slither.
In the
I
muck.
want to copy the snake. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, you can.
No, that would be stupid. I'm just sneaking.
Sure. Yeah, you're sneaking, keeping low, and you know that you keep on watch on the snake until about late during the night. And the snake actually leads you through dry areas of the marsh itself and through some trees. It actually finds like a small cove, cove of trees, not dead trees, of living trees, and it like slithers up the tree trunk and into a little hole, and that is one success as you've traversed. However, it is now late at night.
We should camp in this little cove of trees. This coven of trees.
Alright.
You're not scared of snakes? No?
Who?
You.
Me? Why would I be scared of snakes? I'm not some sort of turtle.
Fair point.
It's kind of weird. You guys aren't more surprised that I could turn into a giant eagle.
I was very impressed.
I just chalk it up to you guys having crazy magic powers.
Well, as long as I impressed you, Sylph, that's all that matters. And I fall asleep standing
Again,
up.
this
I'm already asleep.
sarcasm. Yeah, no.
Could he always do that? Why am I carrying him if he can be bird?
You have a good point there. Mark, you have a really good point. Well, we need to tie you up.
Can you use more iron cuffs? Just use everything.
Alright.
Oh, I wake up from my slumber. I have an idea. What if we get
When
Mag?
you've been sleeping.
What if we get Mag to draw the stone cards like me?
The card vanished, like disappeared.
All right. What if we get Mag to draw from
No
the
more
deck,
cards.
and then maybe he too will be immobilized?
Maybe it'll outright kill me and I won't be a problem for anyone anymore.
Christ.
Don't
But
say that, Mag.
I don't want to die, I want to live, and I want to get out of here. I'm not going to risk drawing from that fucking deck.
Alright, so we have like a set of normal cups as well, right? Non-silver
Yeah,
door.
you have,
We have like
you have some
multiple
normal
iron
cuffs.
cuffs.
Yeah,
I
so
still think we should bury him in the ground with his head above, so he can breathe. The compressed dirt will keep him,
I don't know if it's sleep or...
Oh, it's not about how well you sleep, really, Mag.
What if I go to sleep in a place that's like enclosed, and when I grow I am squished?
That. Sure, but do you see a place like that
I
around?
fucking see nothing. And the ground is... Oh, is the ground like any hard here?
I know. Here you found some fairly solid ground from following the snake successfully. Around the trees. However, not too far off, it's fairly marshy. Hello? Hello.
Yeah. Well,
Doesn't
I'll,
does the
I'll-
monster? Oh, go ahead.
Is there a spot where I could secure mag?
There's trees.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's
I'll
spots
do that.
where you can secure
I'll
'em,
put one
as
set
usual.
of silver and one set of normal iron.
Mhm.
Guess I'll just fall asleep again. Where are you putting
Um,
mag? Because I'm gonna
A bit
be
away from us, but within
Yeah,
sight.
yeah.
Within sight still.
Keep me away from you guys.
So are you guys doing anything else during this time?
We should blindfold him. Maybe that will be enough to stop him. Probably not. Yeah. Never mind. No, I didn't really have anything in mind.
No.
So is anyone taking watch?
Yeah.
Yeah. Them.
First watch. Who?
I guess I will.
Alright, Tanner, roll a perception check for me.
Plus
16. As the night progresses, this swamp is a bit uneasy. The fog during the night, as everyone was sleeping, the fog does intensify and obscure a lot of your vision. You do see silhouettes here and there that lumber through,
Wait, what?
but eventually
Like other people.
you do see silhouettes of creatures, small and sometimes large in the distance.
But like
walking
animals or
through
like
the
humanoids?
fogs. You're unsure. The smaller ones you
okay.
assume are animals, the larger ones, you're not sure. It's too hard to see. They're just like
Okay.
shadows, like faint shadows. But they leave you alone. Every now and then you hear noises, but your watch goes uninterrupted.
Okay.
Next
I-
watch.
Wake Sil up.
Me. I'll roll perception.
Magni, first of all, I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
Yay.
6.
Oh,
You,
well, it's
So,
13.
13.
Ah.
you sleep tight
Fuck yeah.
tonight. Sil, your perception check, please.
Yeah. Yep, 17.
Same thing as Tanner. You do see creatures, big and small, in the fog and mist, just scuttering about and hearing odd sounds. Other than that, your night goes perfectly fine. Is anyone else taking a third watch, or
Wait, is no one? I will if no one.
you can roll a perception check?
Alrighty. Where's my perception? Are you guys where I am? Are you guys with me? I'm confused.
I
It
don't know.
would be
Did you guys?
close.
Did you decide to sleep near us?
I
Well,
went
I
to
can
the
see
where
you're
the
not.
snake was.
Yeah, we
Well,
will.
yeah, we
you're
can
all,
with you,
you're all,
yeah.
and the map
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
really dictate.
Ah, okay.
16. You do notice a creature coming dangerously close.
Mhm.
A large creature, reptilian, a very large crocodile. It's just
Okay.
trudging through the swamp, and it stops for a second to do that
I want to
like
try and
crocodile like
calm it.
breathing thing that they do. What were you saying?
I want to try and calm it. I want to use
It
have
doesn't seem
a-
to notice you, but
Oh. Well,
You do notice it like about 20 feet away.
Doesn't notice. Okay. Is it possible to ready an action here? I don't know how.
Yeah.
I want to ready my my evil eye. If it comes close, if it notices and comes closer, I want to
Okay.
ready it so I can cast Animal Friendship.
It does take a step closer as it notices a snake slithering, and it lunges for it and misses. And then it stands there for a little bit, being a crocodile, and it just walks off.
Very nice.
This was. I don't know if you've seen normal crocodiles in game, but this is a large fucking crocodile.
Mm.
But yeah,
Nice.
it eventually walks off, and the rest of your night is uneventful.
Okay.
And eventually the morning comes, and I need you, Esmeralda, to make a wisdom saving throw.
Part of the club.
Club no one wants
Okay.
to be in.
But yeah, you're awaken from a nice, humid, damp sleep. Smells like swamp.
Do I get my max health points back?
Yep, each of you get your max health points back.
Easy.
Han, you do notice something though with your detector magic going on. You notice hovering about 10 feet away from you in the air, with your detect magic eyes, you see the silhouette of an orb just hovering around you all.
Just one?
Yep, just one.
What color is it?
It's just a silhouette. It's like
Oh, I can't see it
detected
through
in
the-
your. It's detected in your like magical eyes.
Have I ever encountered anything like this before?
No,
Or
I
know
don't.
about
I don't
anything
think you
like
have. Nope.
this? No? I reach out to touch it.
It's too high in the air.
Damn it.
You guys all see Han try to reach out for something as well.
Sil, come
What?
over here.
What?
Take out that little toy of yours.
You mean the monocle? that
Yes, look. Quick.
identifies
No,
the-
enough. Just look.
What are you guys doing so early in the morning?
Shh.
I will cast detect magic.
Yep, you see the same thing.
Do I recognize what it is?
You can roll an Arcana check. Both of you
Oh,
can roll
you
an
know.
Arcana
I
check.
also?
Yeah, both of you can roll an Arcana check.
You know how these go for
Yeah.
Well, you.
True.
There's no other.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that's like the best Arcana check.
Oh. Oh.
But wait, there's more. 22.
22. Okay. Seal. We'll start with Seal. You're. You have seen this before. You've seen. Or you've heard. You've seen a similar orb being used by your brother. Fuck, what was his name?
Aiden.
Aiden. That's it. Sorry.
Fucking
That's all
Aiden.
you recollect. Han, you through your reading, when you were studying a certain book, in your studies, you found you came across the abilities of certain individuals related to what you were studying, and one of these was to scry. And you know, scrying is a way for someone to view in real time the location and actions of a object or creature. So someone is scrying on you guys.
Someone's watching us.
Ah, this is one of those Well, some sort
Yeah.
of wizard or something. Well,
Think
now
it's Strahd?
I don't know, but now they know.
Mm.
Probably.
Could
That's
be
no.
someone around here. Maybe a druid. We are in their territory after all.
Possibly.
What are you guys talking about? I don't see anything.
Yes, Mag. You know, it's magic shite, Mag.
Alright, I give up.
We should be more careful today.
What, so they're just...
Alright.
They're
Someone-
watching us?
Is
Yeah.
it still there?
Yeah, it's still there.
Does it seem like closer to anyone, or is it just in the air?
Not really.
above
It's
us?
kind of just in the air. You're not too sure currently.
Well, can we destroy it, or I don't know
Um,
how they work.
Taina, come over.
Maybe it'll go away if we tell it
I
to
like
go away.
over.
Hey, fuck you!
Nah, don't give him the pleasure of that. Taina, dispel magic. Go ahead. You can do it.
I used to spell magic on the
Where
screen.
are you looking?
Yeah, use dispel magic and the orb disappears. Oh wait, you don't see it
Oh.
actually. You don't see it.
Oh, but can
Yeah,
wait,
what?
I don't
can
think
you
you can
give the
target it.
telescope the monocle to him?
No, because the telescope
There's
lets
a
me cast
tuned, I
detect
believe.
Oh.
magic.
Yeah.
Alright, I walk
You do
over
not
and
see
I
it.
like don't know what you're talking.
I don't think Tana can see it, and I think he needs to see it to cast it.
How irritating.
Esmeralda, what are you doing?
I'm just confused. What time is it? Has the night passed
morning.
yet?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
morning.
Oh, it is
It's morning.
Sorry, I thought it was in the middle of a watch.
No, it's been morning this whole time.
Okay, well, I would like to. We can. I have a question.
So
actually, with
you
this
wake up
challenge.
and you see all of them like looking at something in the sky. What were you saying,
I don't
sorry?
know. With this challenge, you said like we can't use the same skill again. What's like a higher DC if we do? Does that mean?
No,
like,
so
for the entire-
individuals cannot use the
Yeah.
So you use the survival check. You cannot use the
Yeah.
survival check again. Others can, but it'll be a higher DC.
And that's for the entire duration of the challenge, not just like
Yep.
day.
Entire
all good.
duration of the challenge.
All good, all good.
Wait, you
What
did
if
a
the
you did
DCs
a
get too high that we
survival
can't
one?
win?
I'm just noting this down.
Give up.
They won't. They won't get. too-
Esmeralda
Okay.
did a survival
No,
No, that
stealth.
was me.
stealth.
Oh yeah,
okay.
Esmeralda did.
survival.
Esmeralda did a stealth. So Esmeralda, you
Stealth,
can
yeah.
do a survival check. Like depending on what you guys do, like how like brainstormy you are, the DC
Yeah.
could be very low to begin with.
Mhm.
So it's really up to your guys' imagination, and you can use spells and whatnot to assist you, like Han
Yeah.
did. That made the DC a lot lower.
All right.
You can like use your imagination. Everybody, like this is a thing where everybody should
Yeah.
be trying to do something.
Yeah.
Because
Uh,
obviously you're only limited by your proficiencies. So
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So.
Well,
so
I
we
got something to
Yeah.
ask Esmeralda.
Hmm? Oh.
The Duskells used to live around here, right?
Mhm.
Well, as a native of Barovia, you think we could try to understand where you'd put a city in this swamp? I don't know.
It wasn't a
maybe-
shitty swamp when they put it here.
True. Maybe I have some elf intuition on where. I don't know. Do I have some knowledge of like elf culture and
Enough to know where they would build a city.
no, like I'd get a feel of. I'm trying to think.
that's fine.
It's better than deceiving the forest. Okay.
Yeah, that's
my
true.
other action.
There's
That's my-
ways to try.
I was gonna
thought-
just
Um,
use religion to pray.
Wait, are you
So
doing something? Or-
you're trying to, with your knowledge of elven history, we'll say.
I'll.
Wait, you're proficient in
I
history. What
don't-
are you trying to do?
I was more thinking like intuition and thinking of like how the elves would behave.
So
insight.
insight. Okay.
Try to ask Drasha, who knows Barovia.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you can try. This will be a high DC.
Wait, is this history of elves?
No, this is behavior
he's
of
trying
elves.
to use insight. So from the cultural and behavioral aspects of elves that he knows of, he wants
Okay.
to discern how dusk elves.
May I assist
And the
in
area
this
they
insight
would
in
actually-
some way?
Are you proficient in insight?
Yes.
You are.
Really?
Then yes,
I
you
also
may.
dislike
That's so
elves.
weird. Really?
I'm proficient in survival and
You
insight,
dislike
which are both
elves?
wisdom skills,
Dislike-
which both get -1. It sucks.
You dislike
Dislike
many
elves?
elves, but
I
not.
dislike some elves.
Why?
Yeah. So with
I don't know. It's just
with your
the
insight
fucking like greater lore of
that
like
like
guilds.
okay,
that like
okay,
elves are pompous bastards, you're sure that they would pick the best.
I think I know
Some shit like
elves,
that,
and I know
something
where they
like that.
build
Yeah,
their
basically.
crappy settlements.
So
Yeah.
if you want to continue on,
I would
with
like to
this,
help Seal brainstorm.
So okay, so Seal can roll at advantage then. With insight. This will be a. I'll say because you're half elf, this will be a high DC. So DC 20,
Oh,
not
fuck.
25, which is extreme, which was before.
Oh,
So,
Fucking hell.
you do succeed. Following.
I was just like, fucking elves wouldn't like that much sun.
They would fucking love it
Oh,
so
like,
much.
no, not that
They'd-
much sun. They think it's too.
It'd be over
bright.
it for sure this way, like you know the horizon.
Yeah, yeah, they really loves their horizons, don't they?
What's the,
you know,
what's weird about it is you seem to not like the it so much yourself.
you know, I don't know much about the elves.
You see, I know
side.
you. I liked you. You're a man of good rapport.
That's
See,
nice of you, man.
without actually knowing the vast cultures of different elves,
Yeah, just like one
you
culture,
still managed
mum's
to
culture.
you still managed to fluke your way through the
Yes.
bad parts of the
Fluke it
swamp, saying, "Nah, surely Mum wouldn't like that." Nah. Going through.
I can imagine what mum would say about this spot.
Your mom would like this spot or hate this spot.
Actually, this direction looks a bit promising.
And after like 4 or 5 hours, you do traverse successfully, and have 3 successes. Let me see. Okay. Next.
Wait, who's going next?
Tana, you should bless us when we do these.
I nod. I'll bless whoever is the next person to do something.
I'll use my disguise kit.
Oh,
To
he's gonna
put, like-
deceive. He's gonna deceive the
Yeah.
forest.
I'm using deception. I'm going to
You can.
Oh,
I'm gonna like dress up as like a farmer, but I'm gonna like cover like a lot of my face with like rags and stuff.
Sure.
And I want to get like a stick and use it as like a walking stick from the forest, from
Yep.
the swamp or whatever we're in. And I want to like start walking through the forest. And I'll call that like, onions for sale, onions for sale. And like
Sil.
yell out across the forest to
I
to
will
see
use
if anyone's around.
prestidigitation to make him smell like onions.
What is going on?
I don't know.
Why are you participating in this?
It's
Okay.
funny.
This will be an extreme difficulty challenge.
30.
But yes, as you're walking through the swamp where you haven't seen any humans yet,
I'm like yelling at the top
or
of my
anyone,
lungs.
you may roll a deception check.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Unfortunately, one off.
Ooh.
You actually, as you're walking through, screaming onions for sale, you see the fog kind of whisk into shape of those of humans.
Oh,
Spirits.
God, I was gonna fucking bless him.
I did
yes.
bless him.
Yeah, we forgot.
Well, yeah, I kind of that didn't really hear that.
It's too late.
It was a bit
Well,
too
I
late.
said I'd bless the
Too
next
late.
person. Okay.
It's too late.
Mine.
You got to be more like say it more prominently next time, because I will say that the roll has already been rolled. So
Alright,
it's a bit
so
too late
good.
to be blessing. But you do see the mist form into these humanoid figures that they do begin to walk up to you. These spirits of people, some with elongated ears, and they walk towards you, and then they disperse. And unfortunately, not successful.
What the fuck? Okay. Taina, bless me.
And as you are walking through for the next few hours, you hear this loud buzzing as
Bees.
as clouds of gnats fucking swirl around you all,
What?
like little bugs. They
Oh.
swirl
Oh, okay.
around you all in waves about the swamp. I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Fucking hell.
Magni, you have
Ah!
Hanamani.
Do I roll the d6?
Yeah, sure. Roll d6.
What happens?
Oh boy.
So what's your total, Magni?
13.
13. You're fine. Hanamani, you're the only one. You suffer a level of exhaustion
The fuck?
as these bugs begin to drain your vitality.
Alright, fuck that. I'm not doing any checks then, I guess.
So you do have disadvantage on all checks at the moment. Ability
Well,
checks.
what can you if you have an idea, like
Oh,
say
I was gonna pray to the swamp. To
To the
reveal itself to
swamp?
me, yeah.
I thought you were gonna pray to your god.
Oh, I can't get to my god.
Ah, shit.
or you can try. I got
I'll help you. I am proficient in.
Yeah, but like, it's... Oh, okay, fine, I guess. Bless me.
Never mind, I'm not.
I'm proficient in religion.
Wait, the cleric's not.
I
Yeah, bless you.
What's your
bless you.
bonus to
Alright,
religion?
so who's blessed?
Still.
Seal and
What's your bonus? And I'm helping.
3.
3!
Yeah. Better
Okay,
than
that's
0.
fine.
But you do the praying and I will assist.
You
I
sure?
will. Oh
Okay.
well. Oh,
Well, then I'm
what do you have
blessed
an
then.
idea? Have how to pray?
Well,
Oh
I
no,
was
no, no!
just-
You're gonna have. You're exhausted, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's why you should do it.
Okay.
So
So,
you're blessed.
I
but
bless.
you explain the idea
Here,
to
Sil,
me.
sit down on the swamp and press your face into the mud. Remove your robes. Yes, push your face all the way to the bottom of the swamp and feel the vibrations move through your body, and within those vibrations, try and find the religion of the swamp speaking to you about where to go.
Can I like pretend I'm listening and just try to
Mhm.
use my knowledge of religion and think of an applicable basic swamp ritual that would
Sure. So you want to
Sort of
try and
give-
call out to any spirits lingering within the swamp for aid.
sure a very
Blessed.
whatever.
Yes, you are blessed.
Sure.
You get a D4.
Nice.
Yeah.
So this will be a hard difficulty, so DC 20. Not extreme, but hard difficulty.
Okay.
So with
Oh,
Han,
Christ.
Achievable.
is Han?
I'm
Are
helping.
you helping? Okay, you roll
Yep.
advantage and you have bless as well.
So I'll just roll both.
Yeah.
And then-
D20 plus D4 plus bonus.
So I'll just roll my religion and then roll a d4 just to whatever the higher one is.
Mhm. Okay, roll D4. You need a 4
A
or
4.
higher.
Fucking
Beautiful.
hell. Come on.
Hey!
Hey!
So Sil, describe what you're doing.
I'm just going to remember the class where we had to learn like the non-applicable rituals, but like the just basic, the like basic spirits one, and I would partially like not really believe that it'll work, but I'll try it anyway.
You try and you do sit down and you close your eyes and you perform this basic ritual which tries to attempt to get in touch with the any surrounding spirits. And after about 10-20 minutes, the voice inside of your head, Hanamanu, disappears for a second.
The voice inside my head.
No, inside Sil's head, like you're bickering,
Ah.
telling him to put his head in the mud and blah 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 blah.
Yeah. Okay.
It disappears for a second, and you feel a gentle touch on your shoulder and a gust of wind blowing in a certain direction. And you're sure that might be the direction you want to head.
I will be respectful to the spirit and give gratitude in some ritualistic way, and we'll say it that way.
I don't
Did
understand.
it really work? So.
Well, apparently my brother wasn't bullshitting when he
You have a brother?
yeah, I do. Had a family. Anyway, that way.
Yeah. I just shrug and start walking in that direction. Well, Mag does because he's carrying me.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, you gotta stop yelling at people because I can hear it too.
Yelling,
Oh, the argumentative.
All right,
arguing.
you guys follow
No, never mind.
Sil leading you through the swamp, and eventually you make it through fairly safely, and you get to a point where it becomes fairly late at night and you need to rest.
Yep.
There are no trees around, but the ground here is a little bit firmer, still soft, but
Doesn't matter. I can sleep standing up.
We'll do the same.
same.
Sure.
Alright.
Yep.
First watch, please.
Where do we tie Mag up? Just to
Me.
Yeah.
First watch.
Me.
Yep, you can roll your perception check.
X.
7. Okay. Tanner, as you're watching and writing in your book, you drift off for a second. You just drift off for a second and you hear just a faint voice in your head as you're drifting off. It's just a slight
That sounds
cackle.
familiar.
Oh, it's a cackle. Oh. Do I wake up?
You do not awake.
Oh, fuck.
Like, okay. Do I see anything around me?
You don't see anything around you.
Okay. Well, I just stay awake and like I'm like hyper vigilant.
And eventually, the night, your watch passes, the rest uneventful, and you nudge Sil awake.
Yeah.
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 I
Magni.
forgot to ask earlier, but
Yep.
Did the scrying orb follow us from the camp?
After a
or-
while, it just disappeared.
Okay. Yep.
Magni, wisdom
Oh
saving
shit! Sorry,
throws.
I rolled my perception.
That's fine. We'll
That-
keep that.
yeah.
Wisdom saving throws.
Yeah.
You have a nice sleep.
Nice.
Am I meant to do one as well?
Yes, you are.
I wonder why.
Yeah, what's up with you? You finally become a monster yourself.
Let's find out.
I didn't
So,
bite you, did
Seal,
I?
you don't
I don't
notice
think I've ever been bitten.
much. However, you're just sitting there for a bit, and then you feel a slight bit of movement traversing up your pants.
Jeez.
Yo, Esmeralda, freak though.
Oh, what the fuck?
Not like this.
And you notice a little tail emerging out the cuffs of your end. As
What?
something has crawled up your pants.
Ah, hell fucking no.
Why did it
Why-
have to be snakes?
I am going to.
What do you do?
I am going. Am I within 10 feet of anyone else?
Yeah, probably.
Oh.
Can I? Just wait. Can I move?
This apparently happened to my dad, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
The Sandro experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking great. I am going to move 10 feet away from
Slowly.
anyone else.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Just roll.
Do I still feel something?
Just roll a stealth check for me as you're moving. You're trying to be careful. Or a dexterity. Just a dex check.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Family jewels on the line.
Okay, you're moving. It is a bit difficult to move through the swamp, and you do stumble a bit. And as you do this, the wiggling, and you hear the
Alright.
intensifies. But eventually,
I-
you're 10 feet away from everybody.
I will cast Thunder Step and teleport myself, but nothing else, away. And anything within 10 feet of me takes 3d10.
Yeah.
thunder
So
damage.
the snake is obliterated, and you all wake up to a sound
Like
of
a-
thunder. As
Does a bolt of lightning hit me and like teleport me?
it
So
does
that's how I
teleport
imagine
you.
it.
Yes.
But they don't see that. They just hear the thunder.
They hear this loud fucking boom and all jump awake, including you, Mag. And the snake is just vaporized.
Do we see anything left?
You see ash just like trickling down.
Oh, what the fuck's... Wait, did
Fucking
I... No.
Snakes in my pants. Jesus, I'm
This
I'm
is
like,
why I asked if anyone was afraid of snakes, because this shit happened.
Well, I'm not scared. I just
You
didn't want
okay?
it to, bite my fucking.
Still,
Well, better than the
that's-
snake. I'm going to tuck my my pants into my boots,
Yeah.
and then go. My bad, my bad.
yeah, exactly. I was gonna say that's
No,
kind
no,
of
no,
sloppy,
you're alright, you're alright.
leaving your pants untucked.
I would tuck my pants into my boots and go back to bed.
I'm so
Yeah.
confused why that happened from a wisdom check.
What?
Did
I
you
think
say
it's a
I
bit
didn't?
unrelated.
Oh,
No,
think
no,
your
we haven't
wisdom
got we
check
haven't
is, like,
gotten to
secret.
that yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
holy
I was
fuck.
about to get to that.
You're like, I found a
wait,
wisdom
you-
check and a snake's in his pants.
I
What's
really
Yeah,
thought I
that's-
put a snake in his pants.
No.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Fucking nice.
who's taking the last watch?
Me.
Okay. Now, before you wake up, Esmeralda, because generally this is the last watch, so from this point on you'll just be awake. You, as you're sleeping, you think you wake up for a second, or you open your eyes and you're lying. You look to your left and right, still laying on the ground, on your back. You see the swamp around you all. and the night sky covered with the dark clouds. And then you feel a creeping sensation creep around your arms, and you try to move, but you are restrained, and you look, and vines have wrapped around your arms and your legs, and just flashing the face of a decrepit body, the skull, the face of a skull wearing antlers.
Oh, fucking
Ah.
As
fucking
you
crap.
begin to be pulled into the marsh, and you try to scream, but a vine wraps around, engulfing and gagging your voice. And you wake up in a cold sweat, without having rested, and a level of exhaustion.
No, fucking hell. It's gonna be fun. Write that down.
So, you may roll a perception check at disadvantage.
I'm going to
Exhaustion.
throw the druid crown off, by the way, into the fucking ground.
Sure.
Well, I was rolling a perception, was Oh god. Oh, and I'd get disadvantage with this.
Disadvantage, so
Yeah.
you roll
Can't
again,
get any
but
lower.
if it's lower,
I mean, you never know.
yeah.
Come on. That one.
Yeah, so 6. So, you're too shooketh from the nightmare, and you have everything around you, you're just ignoring, but nothing happens, surprisingly.
Cool.
And then morning does come, and I think we'll call it there because you want to have an earlier finish.
Oh, can we? I don't mind if we finish the skill challenge and then get, because we only have to get one more success.
Sure. Okay.
Is it one
That's
more?
fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's
so.
one more success, but
Yeah, we've done 4 wins.
all right. You wake up, Magni. You didn't break your shackles. You didn't transform.
So
You'll
happy.
see Esmeralda. She's already up.
Mhm.
What do you guys do?
Okay, I want to. Are there lizards still around?
You can search for lizards, sure.
I want to try and search. Do I have to roll perception first?
What's your intention here? Like, are you just
I want to find a lizard, and I want to use animal handling to pick it up, and then I want to like keep poking it, jabbing its belly with my finger, and then toss it like a football, and hope that it runs out of the marsh area towards somewhere else, and follow that.
okay? All right.
Sounds like food and magic.
Poke the lizard belly.
Poke little lizard belly. Yeah. So you can roll a perception check first at disadvantage to see if you find a lizard, or how long it takes you to find a lizard. Because if you fail it, it could take you longer and take up 2 of the 3 tries you get a day.
No.
So what do you roll? 17? Yeah, you do find a nice chunky lizard that you grab. Is anyone else proficient in animal handling?
No.
Nope.
No.
Okay. So you see Esmeralda begins to prod the lizard and then chuck it in the marsh, and the lizard quickly gets up on its front legs and scurries off. You can roll an
Wanna
animal
trample
handling
around
check
it.
at disadvantage.
Okay.
This would be a hard check.
Damn it.
18. Unfortunately, you're off by 2.
Fucking hell.
So that is another fail. As the lizard, you end up losing sight of it as it just like dive bombs into muck.
Okay.
Mark can
Okay.
can
We might want to end it here.
But I was about to turn Mag into a hippo.
Yeah, I feel like we should just end it here.
We might want to end it here because I rolled something that will take a bit longer.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
uh,
That makes sense.